They are there when you need them. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air, where their customers come first. No matter the weather or the temperature, they'll be there to make sure you're comfortable. Ask about their safety furnace checkup for $99. Plus, ask about their up to $750 in rebates on select products. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Call 704-487-7877. Online at shelbyheating.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. They are there when you need them. Mom's the word with the KTC Broadcasting WAGY Mother's Day Contest. Be sure to register your mom or yourself in the Mother's Day giveaway. Some lucky lady will win $500 shopping spree at a local merchant. Register today at Sheila Sheds, Highway 150 East in Cherryville, at Mountain Holiday on West Mountain Street in Kings Mountain, at Arnold's Jewelry on South Washington Street in Shelby, at Jumpin' Jed's in downtown Falston, at Carolina Furniture Mart on North Aspen Street in Lincoln, at Hillbilly's Barbecue and Steak on South Main Street in Lowell, at Classic Volkswagen on East Franklin Boulevard in Gastonia, at Butler's Tile on East Gold Street in Keys Mountain, at the Great Outdoors on Highway 150 East in Cherryville, at Holly's Flowers on West Graham Street in Shelby, at Parker Family Feed in Bellwood, and at Marburger Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. The drawing will be held Friday, May 12th, so register today, and you or your mom could be the winner of our $500 shopping spree Mother's Day giveaway.
The best late model vehicles at the best possible prices are waiting for you now at Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop. Right now, a 2016 Ford Explorer XLT with only 67,000 miles, priced at $22,995. A 2014 Mercedes-Benz GLK 350 with 81,000 miles, priced at $19,995. And go off-road with a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport 4x4, priced at $22,995. That's Oak Grove Auto Sales, Service, and Body Shop, 522 Oak Grove Road, Kings Mountain, online at oakgroveauto.com, and like them on Facebook too.
The all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90 is built to bring maximum fun and off-road excitement to youth ATV riders aged 10 and older. With its low-maintenance 90cc engine, an easy-to-use full automatic CVT transmission with reverse, electric start, and durable proven components, the all-new Grizzly 90 offers confidence-inspiring performance with Grizzly family style. Visit Full Throttle Power Sports to see the all-new Yamaha Grizzly 90 at Full Throttle Power Sports, 100 Indian Walk in Lowell.
The Lincoln Country Club has been challenging golfers since 1946 with tree-lined fairways, ponds, creeks, and sand bunkers. Select from 4 sets of tees to play from. Give them a call at 704-735-1382. Again, 704-735-1382. The Lincoln Country Club, 2052 Country Club Road in Lincoln. Visit their website at golflcc.com. You pull, you save money at Auto Parts U Pull and Scrap Metal in Shelby and Lincoln. And yes, they buy cars and trucks, any year, any size, any condition. They'll even come and tow your vehicle in. They might even buy your house. They also buy copper, aluminum, steel, cast iron, tin, and brass. See the king of parts. That's Auto Parts U Pull and Scrap Metal. Open 8 till 5, Monday through Friday at 1025 County Home Road in Shelby and 851 Car Farm Road in Lincoln. Online at autopartsupull.com and see their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too.
Chosen breed, you don't see too many like me, cause I am one of the Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Morning Sports Talk. Kevin Hastings along with Zach Mayu, Terry Reinhart, and Tom Sinofani here. And happy Saturday, a little rainy Saturday this morning. I hope everybody's safe out there. Some tough storms we had this morning, and I think they've gone through. It's supposed to rain a little bit here the rest of the morning, but then clear up this afternoon. So hopefully we'll have a good Saturday here. But good morning, everybody. Saturday Morning Sports Talk brought to you by Shelby Heating and Air. Tommy?
Yep, Shelby Heating and Air. Give them a call, 704-487-7877. Online, shelbyheating.com. Might need your heat this weekend, boys, going down back into the 40s. Yeah. And then you needed your air conditioning for the last few days. So this, in April in North Carolina, you better make sure both work. So give Shelby Heating and Air a call, 704-487-7877. Online, shelbyheating.com.
Well, good morning, everybody. We got all kinds of things to talk about today. We've got NBA playoffs, Major League Baseball. Terry's on a rant in here right now. We've got NFL draft preview this week. The Panthers are on the clock. Everybody's saying Bryce Young is the pick. We'll see if that rings true or if the Texans move up to get him on a late last minute move. We've got NASCAR to talk about as well, and that's where we're going to start. Last weekend up in Martinsville, Kyle Larson gets the win. Logano second. Martin Truex third. I rode up and saw some of the race, and first time I'd ever been to Martinsville. What was weird, Terry, is that there was like no signs like race this weekend, or you wouldn't have known there was a race going on. It's like
it's been there for so long, people don't have to be told up there.
But I get it. You know what I mean? Them. But like you'd think it would be like some type of big, like if it's coming to Cherville, they'd at least have some lights on the poles downtown and stuff or NASCAR racing. I pulled up and the GPS said turn right here, and the track's right here, and there ain't nothing but a Wendy's sitting there. And I'm like, well, that's not it. So. I pulled through, and there was a guy walking up the street, and I said, is the track right here? He said, yeah. I said, I saw some cars parked out there, and I was like, is this okay to park here? Is this close? He's like, yeah, you'll be okay. I was a mile away. And I don't know if you've ever been there, but it's nothing but hills.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy walk. And I walked about right past and I got there late, so I walked past a lot of empty spaces I could have probably just pulled up and scooted into, but
Did you take your son?
No, I ended up going by myself for a little bit. They had other things planned. So I rode up for a little bit, caught pretty much watched the middle of the race by myself for a little bit. But I'd never been to Martinsville, so I was like, well, I'm going to go up and check it out. And so I did take a few pictures and stuff here. I was going to share with the folks online. On the way, we passed the Winston Cup Museum. And I don't know. Terry, you ever been in there?
No, I have not. I've been by it, but never been in it.
I did.
Yeah.
Drove by it twice, called my son, told me about it. So I was going to stop here. There's the turns. I'm sitting right in front, almost on the start-finish line here.
But there's really no bad seats there.
No.
I mean, really.
I would say that there's grandstands in each corner, and then there's some down the front stretch. And there's none, and that's what I was going to show you the pictures here. There's none down the back stretch. It's all RV specialty parking. So those 18-wheelers are packed in there pretty tight there along Pit Road. But you can see there in the background for the people listening on the radio, you can watch our show every Saturday and live on YouTube. You can go back and watch the replay. So if you don't get a chance, if you listen on the radio, you want to go back and watch and see what we're talking about, you go to our KTC Broadcasting YouTube channel. But yeah, those folks are having a good time out there, and there's a little Martinsville scoreboard.
Well, there's your little logo too, saying 75 years.
Yep. So there's turn 4 and 3.
How long's the drive?
Depends where you're going from.
Approximately 2:45, 3 hours.
Is it?
Yeah,
give or take.
It's a little further to the east, isn't it?
It's straight up past Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. You just take it straight.
More north than north.
Right. Okay. Now I did. So there's turn 1 and turn 2. So like I said, I had a good shot there at the finish line and everything. Excuse me. Now, y'all see who this is?
It's Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah. He was there. and he was taking pictures with fans.
That's right. Did he hug you?
No, I didn't touch him.
Oh, okay. All right.
He just hugged me.
You
Why'd he
thought-
hug me?
Oh my goodness! I thought he might have done this.
But these other people were lying. There's all kinds of people standing there taking pictures with him and stuff. And he was. It was during This was during the break, the last stage break. It was folks went getting drinks and everything down there, and so what was the food lines were kind of long. I'll say that. If you went out on the outer edges towards where the corners were, the lines there were shorter, but like right up under there, oh God, it was packed. But Terry and Tom, you've been told how small the track is. The Cleveland County Fairgrounds ain't much bigger as far as the track goes. Like for real, like it's not. There's way more seating and obviously all that and everything. But as far as the track goes, yeah, I can't remember the dimensions on it, but it's not that much bigger. Those cars looked just as far away as they did watching at the fairground. So I don't know the exact dimensions of either one of them off the top of my head. I was just saying I was largely surprised by the size of the actual track. Another thing, Terry, I noticed, like you said, when you see in person, and I've played this track on video games, I don't know how many times, but even in the games, they don't get right. I didn't know that there was actually that much banking in the corners. There's a
little bit, yeah.
But they don't ride up there at the banking.
No, it's down. They want to be on the lower part.
They hug that bottom, and they don't. There is banking. I can see how Chastain got around there too with that move, because the banking sure had to help on that move and shoot him around there, because you can see in the picture there that they're on the bottom of the corner, like I just said. But that black part up there, it's banked. I didn't know it was banked, but it is a little bit, but not as. It's more than I thought. I thought it was almost flat out there. But had a good time with that. Kyle Larson gets the win. Where's our Martinsville results? Like I said, Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, Briscoe, Almiralla, Blaney, Stenhouse. What exactly happened, Terry, with Harvick? Broke something, didn't he? He was running pretty good up there.
Yeah, he was running decent. Now, Kyle Busch he didn't run good at all.
Yeah.
I think he ended up finishing, 21st or something like that.
Way down there.
But,
and then, like I said, when you get back,
I was thinking it was 21st.
On a short track, sure. You're not catching.
But, yep, there
you're not getting back up.
No, once you made a mistake.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
The mistakes that
because it's hard to pass.
You can't get through those guys. There's ain't enough room, especially as small as that is. There wasn't no room there.
I mean, it's a place that when you go, that you're going to have to piss somebody off.
Well, yeah.
You got to hit them in the back, knock them out of the way for you to go around them. I'm not saying the guys in the back, because you probably can work around them inside, outside, but the good drivers, you're going to have to work.
Yeah. Those three up front put on a really good show for most of the time while I was there. I mean, they were racing pretty hard and going back and forth, and it was some pretty good racing in there. You didn't watch much stuff going in the back. I mean, it was because there was so much, jockeying for the lead. Like I didn't really pay too much attention about what was going on in the back as much as I could. I was watching the leaders go back and forth, and it didn't matter which stage and what it was. It was 2 or 3 guys up front battling pretty good. It was pretty entertaining for that part. So nice little drive. I recommend it if you want to go up there and check it out, folks. Martinsville Speedway. Like I said, Larson won, Logano second, Truex third. This weekend we are in Talladega. Chase Elliott returned this weekend. Zach, where did he finish? Do you remember?
I do not.
There he is. He finished top 10. Finished 10th.
I was trying to go back and forth between the playoff basketball and that.
So here's this weekend's full Talladega schedule, folks. We're going to go through it. NASCAR Press Pass at 9:30. Menards Garage Hours at 10. Qualifying for Cup Series this morning, 10:30, right after we go off the air. Menards driver introductions. This is the ARCA Series, ARCA Menards Series, and the General Tire 200 will be at 12:15 and 12:30. Today, Garage Hours and driver introductions, Xfinity Series at 1 and 3:30. The race, 4 o'clock here, KTCBroadcasting.com, the Ag Pro 300. Sunday, Garage Hours start at noon. Drivers meeting is at 2:10. The red carpet walk for all the drivers at 2:20. Driver introductions at 2:30. And the Geico 500 scheduled to begin at 3 o'clock. NASCAR Cup Series, Geico 500, 3 o'clock here on KTC Broadcasting, I was looking at this one, not that one. I guess folks at home wanted to see that, didn't they? So Talladega, like I said, we got
anybody's race.
Yeah, qualifying's. I mean, it can show you who's got a couple of good cars, but I don't even know how to preview that, Terry. But what do you want to say about Talladega there?
There's nothing you can say about Talladega. Even if you're in the back,
His
you have a
favorite race,
shot.
Tom. Yep. There's nothing you can say about it.
That's right.
Nope.
It's just one heck of a race. I mean, don't worry. In the middle, they're all going to line up and just follow each other around, and nobody's going to make a move until like there's 20, 25 laps to go. Depends on how many people's on the lead lap, how many people make a mistake as you're going around. So, I mean, sometimes you have real good drivers who make mistakes and takes out about 4 or 5 drivers, or you can have a mistake and take out 15 drivers. It all depends on what's happening.
I think the fastest ever recorded time in a NASCAR race was like 212 miles per hour on that track. I wish they'd get rid of the restrictor plate.
Is that where Bill did the?
You might
got that.
yeah,
I
like
thought it was. I can't
remember what 212 or 213.
Can you imagine what it would be now?
Oh gosh.
Oh, they'd be going 230.
Yeah.
If you gave a crew chief to whatever he's got to do to his car, they'd be running 230.
Would you want them to?
It's probably not safe.
Not really.
200 mile an hour is not safe.
Well, that was the argument a long time ago when you could hang your arm out the window as you took turn 4.
yeah.
But
the cars are a lot safer now.
But with the barriers and the safer, I mean,
you probably could let them do the 210, 211.
But Terry,
like
if you did let them go, I mean, you're not going to have the everybody in the pack won't be together. It'll be a couple separate packs, would it not?
But I want to think, is it not the record from down there where somebody finished like 4 or 5 laps ahead of everybody?
I'm pretty sure Richard Perry beat somebody by a lot like that one time.
Yeah,
I don't think that would happen today because there was a lot of things they did different in those cars or could get away with. I think it would turn into the 2-car pack like it did that because if you don't draft there, you're going to get packed.
Oh yeah.
So would it not turn into more of the 2-car pack? You think based on hey, we're going to or 3 or even 3 cars like you're going to ride with your team. I don't know. I
never liked the 2-car when they had that when 2 cars could take them go from back to front.
Right, but I just don't know how the cars would react to.
Because I would never want to be the guy pushing the other one because I'm not going to win.
But I mean, the endings are fun, the starts are fun, restarts are fun, and all that. But like
cookout in the middle.
That's what I was about to say. In the middle, like if you're going, if they're going 230 miles per hour around the track, like I don't know if you're cooking out in the middle. You might be watching more.
Yeah, I would say so.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it would be that unicorn. You don't see it too often.
No,
you know what I mean?
Wouldn't that make the news?
You get to see
this week they went 228. Mark Martin's, or not Mark Martin, we're a little past that. Kyle Larson sets the record at 228 at Talladega. That would make like Good Morning America or something.
Well, I don't know whether that'd be all safe or not, guys. I mean, I would hate to be in a wreck and get hit by somebody coming from the back at 230.
Oh, right.
They're daredevils anyway.
Me sitting in the car, and all of a sudden my car turns to the left, and somebody hits me 230 coming right at me.
I'm just telling you, they would do it. They're daredevils. I think they would.
Oh yeah, they'd be out for I mean, if it did not kill them, they'd be out for the rest of the year.
Well, do the Indy cars not do that fast?
Yeah, they do.
Are these cars not safer?
And to me, these are a whole lot safer than
those
cars.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's.
I mean, you
let's
just barely touch a tire in the Indy, and especially like if you're in Texas or somewhere, or Indianapolis too. I mean,
I would just like to see it. Right. I think it would bring people's interest
How
more
about
than
for All-Star Weekend and no restrictor place at Talladega.
Yeah.
That'd be $2 million on the line, Terry.
It'd be fun.
We'd get 245.
There's about 3 cars left when they got across the finish line.
Yeah, that's right.
No, but I think y'all are thinking is they're still being a pack. I don't think they'll be in a packs at all. I think they'll separate.
Right.
No, some crew chief will fix this.
Hendricks guys will be in their group. Gibbs will be in their 3-car group, and it'll be 3 or 4-car groups of 220 trying to get around there. I don't think it would be packed because restrictor plates make it packed.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Because you can't go faster than certain horsepower speed.
I mean, it's almost like you're, to give it an analogy, it's almost like now it's like bumper cars. Everybody's in an identical car
at 200 miles per hour.
So I would like to see
5 feet away from you.
Yeah, I mean, I would just like to see it. I mean, but I'm not in the car it's not my loved one going 230 miles an hour, but I would like to see it.
It just hurts the guys who are one-owner teams.
Well, Terry's right about that.
Yeah.
You got to find help.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, to compete.
Seriously, if you ask 30 drivers, how many of them says they wouldn't want to go 250?
Oh, I guarantee all of them would not say that. But, if I'm in a good crew like Hendricks or somebody, let's get it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, happy Saturday. Biscuits are here. Happy McDonald's biscuits from everybody. JP's in the house. JP, let's see if I got your camera working. What's up, JP? You feeling better? You good? The biscuits are here. At least lean up and hit the button.
There you go, JP.
Yeah, I feel a little bit better.
I brought him a book to read and go home and lay back in his bed or recliner.
Did you have
and read
a good
that
week?
book.
What kind of book you got in there?
Oh, yeah, there's a 5-minute Star Wars book in here.
Joe, that's from Terry. Y'all thank you for
He
it.
stole that from the West Lincoln Library.
No. My God.
High score public, Tom.
There you go. See, that's what I'm saying. I had to get JP something because I'm like, he's not feeling good today, so 5 minutes and then he can go to sleep. He can wake back up later and do another 5 minutes.
A happy Saturday. It's biscuit time. We'll be back in a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
They are there when you need them. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air, where their customers come first. No matter the weather or the temperature, they'll be there to make sure you're comfortable. Ask about their safety furnace checkup for $99. Plus, ask about their up to $750 in rebates on select products. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Call 704-487-7877. Online at shelbyheating.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. They are there when you need them.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series.
Under the green flag now, Justin Allgaier on the inside.
Heads to Dega.
This is a prime opportunity for Josh Berry, and he has risen to the occasion.
Who will prevail down the Alabama Gang Superstretch?
John Hunter Nemechek down to the inside of Chandler Smith off turn 4. Chandler Smith has the momentum.
It's the Ag Pro 300.
Saturday afternoon at 3:30 on Carolina Country WCSL. 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and online at KDCBroadcasting.com.
Wolfman Jack, it's me. I'm back. My name's still Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jack.
And you might be sitting out there and thinking that we ain't getting nowhere fast. I mean, people don't leave the house unless they put on a surgical mask first. And even at a bar that I hang out, the bartenders have been using thermometers to stir my drinks with.
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, 10 a.m. to 12 noon on The Boss. WHS Shelby and online at KTCBroadcasting.com.
Divinity Urban of Kings Mountain High School is this month's McDonald's KTC Broadcasting WhatsUpShopper.com Scholar Athlete of the Month. Divinity is a senior at Kings Mountain and is the daughter of Larry and Diana Irvin. She's a distance runner in the cross-country team and runs indoor track. Divinity has a 4.4688 grade point average with advanced courses of band, chemistry, English, and science. She's a member of the Kings Mountain Marching Band and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Divinity is a member of the Long Shoals Wesleyan Church and serves as a preschool teacher. She also is a volunteer to the Soup Kitchen, tutors at West Elementary, and is a volunteer for Murphy's Toy Run. After graduation, Divinity plans to attend Southern Western University and major in elementary education. The McDonald's KTC Broadcasting WhatsUpShopper.com Scholar Athlete Award is to recognize a student athlete not only for accomplishments in athletics, but also for overall achievements in the classroom and for overall school and community citizenship.
Spring is just around the corner. Now's the time to get your equipment ready for spring with a visit to Eddie's Auto Parts in Lincoln. Race on in and get your lawnmower and tractor batteries, oil filters, and more. And when you buy from your local independent CarQuest dealer, you're buying from your neighbors and friends. At Eddie's Auto Parts, 2514 East Main Street in Lincoln, your locally owned independent CarQuest Auto Parts dealer.
When you want some help from a fellow car lover, it's all in one place, as you'll discover. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Starting in March, you can book your tee times online at the Glen Oaks Golf Course in Maiden. Just go online at glenoaksgolf.com. Pick out your tee time and book it. Check out their pro shop, snack bar, driving range, and banquet hall. And memberships are available. For more information, call 828-428-2451. Or again, go online at glenoaksgolf.com and like them on Facebook too.
And we're back on Any More Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang.
Brought to you by Shelby Heating and Air. Give them a call, 704-487-7877. Online, shelbyheating.com.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Biscuits have been taken care of, washing them down now at McDonald's, local McDonald's here at Cherryville and around the area. Mr. Couthon and the gang want to thank them. Stop by and get your McDonald's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's your local McDonald's. We got to fix. As usual, Tom moves around, so we got to fix that camera. He's over in the corner for the folks watching.
I am here. Oh.
There you go. There you go.
Put these glasses down before you make
We
fun
need to
of
put a piece of tape. I need to put a piece of tape.
Tom, go right.
We need to put a piece of tape like they do for the president, where to stand and stuff, where to walk.
We got to walk him out too.
Just shut up.
You can walk him up if you want. Hold his arm. He might there's a ghost here. He might shake his hand.
Whatever.
How was your McDonald's, Tom?
It was good.
What'd you have?
Bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. I might tell JP I might switch to a bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin next week, JP, but I'll remind you of that.
Terry, what'd you have this morning?
A bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
Do they make those?
No.
I'm sure they do.
They do.
They probably do it for you, Tom.
I thought about, because I've had the McGriddle for a while, and I had an English muffin the other day. So you know what? I haven't had an English muffin in a while, so I might switch to that next week.
I had a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin.
I had the same. Very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
So listen to what he just said. He goes, bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffin. What'd you have, Terry? A sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin. So what's the difference between taking the sausage off, putting
I don't
a couple
know if
of
they make
bacon
those, Tom.
They do
can't
not
take
make
those.
those,
They can do
Tom.
that.
Can't put that
I don't know if
bacon
they-
on
I don't know if-
ham,
That's too tough
ham
to
or
task.
sausage.
It'd be real hard to put that bacon
Come
on there.
on.
I'll tell you
Tom.
what, man, Terry, you
All right,
said
next Saturday, if it's
out
possible
of
to
the
make
mouth
us
of Terry
bacon,
comes-
egg, and cheese.
it's
McMuffin.
like, what is he talking about? It's like, that's what you have to do. Like in his text messages, too. Your text messages this week were more off the rails than
I
they
was
usually
golfing
are.
and I hadn't even went through it yet.
Golf, what's that? Is that a game people play in free time? Not sure about that one. But
It was
when
competitive golf. We came in 5th.
Oh, okay. When I was looking at my phone, I see all this stuff coming in. I was like, is this Man Crush Monday? All these Draymond Green pictures. I said, must be Man Crush Monday. Is it Monday? Man Crush Monday? What is it, Terry?
Yeah, we're going to
should've
talk about
kicked him
that
in.
and more here in a little bit. I don't have that queued up right now. I've got NFL draft this week. The Carolina Panthers are slated to make the first pick in the NFL draft. They've traded up. The time has come, Zach, and we're going to go through some mocks. Of course, we'll see what you think, and we've talked about it for a few weeks. We're going to start with the CBS mock draft, and everybody has been saying the last few days that Bryce Young is the pick. Everybody's talking about it. They haven't come out and explicitly said it. If they had it, they'd already have a deal with it, right? Can't they still do that?
Oh, I think so.
They traded up from 9 to get this 1. I still can't believe that they would trade up from 9 to 1 with next year's draft class and C.J. Stroud and Richardson, and then pick and Levis, and then pick the guy that's Kyler Murray again. I just don't know. I don't know if I can believe it.
I think they're still blowing smoke.
I swear I think they are, and they want Houston to trade up back up to 1 so they can recoup a pick from last year that they gave up.
I do too.
And then they're going to get Stroud at 2. So right now CBS has Bryce Young 1, 5'10", 204.
Big difference.
C.J. Stroud at 2, 6'3", 214. I mean, if Stroud's as accurate and good as everybody says, what's the knock on him, Tom? Like, why would you be picking Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud?
There's a rumor on the internet that, number one, he blew off Peyton Manning's quarterback camp or something. Like, why would he do that? is he uncoachable? Does he not want to take instruction from people? So that could be a red flag. And another one.
Maybe he didn't want to see Peyton Manning's butt in the trainer's room.
Okay, we knew that he was going to bring that up.
Well, no, Peyton Manning's not a good person, but everybody makes that like he's the greatest person. I know you're
Kevin.
not. No. Tom, I didn't say you is.
Okay.
But you're making the point that people were mad at him because he didn't go see the all-powerful, like he's the Swami of the world. If I don't go see Peyton Manning, I shouldn't be picked. Screw Peyton Manning. Everybody that's listening.
You asked the question. The other one, you did ask the question.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Secondly, there's this cognitive test that they give to see how fast you can make reactions. Now, Terry, you would probably fail it. That's why you get yelled at on the baseball field, because your inability to make quick decisions. I would ace it because all my calls are perfect in a split second. So I'm just kidding. But anyway, they give
I've got way more complaints at this radio station about you, Tom, than I have Terry.
It doesn't surprise me one bit. It doesn't surprise me one bit. But anyway,
it's like 2-0 or 2-1.
Yeah.
It's close.
It's close.
It'll be all right.
But anyway, sorry, back to Stroud.
But anyway, they say that he's not passing the cognitive test as well as Bryce Young. So they basically think Young is a better decision maker than Stroud. So those are the two reasons why they're putting Young above Stroud. Say Young knocked it out of the park and Stroud didn't do as well on it. That's what they say.
I want to ask y'all something, and this bothers me every time that we get to college and the kids are done and you're going to have your Ohio State Pro Day, your Alabama Pro Day, then they got to go to the NFL Pro Day. Do we not watch them? Do we not watch them every day playing the game on the field and what they do in pressure situations?
Right.
That I got to take you out there and run through you 100 drills to see how you perform. That is the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life.
And I'll say this. I want to see what Mel Kiper said about both of them, because whichever one he picks, I don't want. Because he said Jimmy Clausen's going to be a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
And he said you got to have Trent Dilfer.
Guys, I mean, why would you go to an NFL Pro Day and then, like Ohio State has their Pro Day?
Yeah.
What's it for? Why are you having it?
Everybody's having this fit about Anthony Richardson.
It's not for those top guys, Terry. It's for them to see the other guys.
Yeah, but have you not watched them? They play every day, every weekend.
That's like this Anthony Richardson guy.
You know as well as I do, there's a lot of scouts who make their living on signing guys who are freak athletes, as like the Muggsy Bogues of the world's not getting signed today.
I mean, it's not like you cannot pull up film to watch them. If you hadn't been able to see them all year long, pull up their film. I can watch 11 or 12 of them.
Here's what I
see how he played.
I mean, as far as that goes, like if these quarterbacks, also here's what I'm getting. I don't get picking the third or fourth best quarterback in the draft in the first round,
especially in top 5 picks.
If that's what, but if they're so good, why didn't Florida win the SEC or Kentucky win the SEC or?
Well, I'm gonna tell you something else that bothers me, and I'm gonna go to high school, and this bothers me also. If you don't go to a combine, then your chance on making the Shrine Bowl is not good. What is that?
Because they're not going to watch your tape, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Makes no sense, guys. Makes no sense to me.
They got the Richardson guy because he's done so well at the combine. He shot up the draft boards. But I agree with Terry when you look at the on the field stuff, he doesn't produce. He might be a great athlete, but his production is just not there.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, that's where you judge a guy. I don't care what he does in a pro day.
Yeah. So looking at this CBS mock draft, 4 of the top 5 picks are quarterbacks. The one that's not is Will Anderson there in the middle, and they got Kyler Murray at quarterback signed for a few years. So if you're the 6th pick, you're the Detroit Lions, you basically get the best player in the draft.
They need some people.
Yep.
Well, they always need people. They need a lot of people.
Hey, they had a good season last year. Yeah, I agree.
Huh?
They had a great season last year for them.
Well, after they got up and get rid of all their guys for betting.
You're true.
Well, so they've got them slated to pick Jalen Carter,
which was supposed to be the number 1 pick, correct?
At some point, then Witherspoon from Illinois corner would be the 3rd, and then another edge rusher Texas Tech. So these guys picking through 6 through 10 are going to get some good players. Yeah. The Bears moving back to 9 and getting all those picks, and they pretty much he's got them slated to pick the best tackle in the draft. So The Bears,
we gave up everything. We could have had a good player.
Not a quarterback.
Right. Well, I mean, it's
there's
just
four
according
quarterbacks
to one
in
of
the top 5. If that's what you wanted. I mean, if you wanted to play this next season, who's the quarterback now? And who's the backup? Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
So
I would have been fine going with him, but
playing that. Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Like you go for Taylor or whatever the guy's Mayer.
Why not go for Andy Dalton? You think the rookie's going to be better than Andy Dalton at this point and get a good quarterback next year if that's what you want to do?
They got Hendon Hooker.
They say he's moving up in the draft.
23rd.
So he's the Tennessee guy.
To Minnesota. All right, Terry, and Tom, you guys have probably seen these guys play more than anybody. Terry, if you're
hold up right there, Brian Branch. Now, where's he from?
Alabama.
Okay, we'll take him.
He's got Dallas slated to the 26th pick.
They keep saying we're going to go for a tight end.
Alabama safety, Brian Branch. Dalton Kincaid is the pick right after it at Buffalo.
Yes,
so I guess
that's
who they're talking about. Terry from Utah. Dalton Kincaid will be in that area. Just looking at this, Terry and Tom, you guys have watched more college football than me. Terry, if you're on the clock for the Carolina Panthers right now, and you got to make the pick, who are you going with?
Mine is simple. C.J. Stroud. I'm going with a guy who's going to pretty much stay in your pocket. To me, he's going to be a long-time quarterback instead of Bryce Young. Bryce Young's run is going to get him in trouble.
Between 5'10" and 6'3", that's a humongous difference.
It is huge, especially throwing over big defensive end guys, that you got to get over. I mean, 5'10", that guy's going to knock a lot of your balls down.
Mm-hmm.
This is the NFL. This is not college.
They got their analytics. They said he only had like 3 batted balls in his career, but again, you're in the NFL.
But they give C.J. Stroud a lot of credit.
Alabama plays teams like William and Mary too. Who's going to knock his? Which one of those ladies is going to knock his pass down?
That's harsh. Which one of those ladies is going to knock? That's harsh.
William or Mary?
Oh, Lord. Well, if you do look at their original picture, it is hard to figure out which one's William, which one's Mary. I'll give you credit there. But
maybe they'll bring Fairleigh Dickinson in next year.
As far as like the prototype quarterback, yeah, you want more of a C.J. Stroud, or those other guys are 6'4" and 225, 230 pounds.
I think I'm on Kevin. I think they're trying to get Houston to come up for that. And they're just playing their cards right. I think they know who they want. If you don't know who you want right now, you need to be fired.
But now here's your question. What if that does not happen? What if Houston says, no, we're good?
I just take Stroud.
That's the chance they took. But you've also got.
But you gave up a lot. But now I do give the coach a lot, Frank Wright, a lot of credit for what he's brought in.
I think we're going to have a good.
Yeah.
I think we'll win the division.
But what you also have, Terry, maybe it's not Houston. You've got 2 teams that are projected to pick a quarterback at 4 and 5. Maybe they want to come up to number 1. Maybe Seattle wants to come on up.
That's true.
But then they're going to run the risk of not getting Stroud or Young. But would you take Will Levis? Yeah. And is he Josh Allen?
There's a couple other guys. Yeah, I mean you don't know. You just
when Josh Allen came out, remember he was the last one picked of the whole group.
Right, and turns out to be the best. Yeah,
and they said he had the most potential, but.
But some teams don't need. I mean, you got a few right there behind you who do need a quarterback that might make you a bid or something like that. But when you get on down to some of them back teams, nobody from 10th back is going to jump all the way to 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of fire. Well, I mean, Panthers moved up from 9, but they wouldn't want to move back probably, I would guess, because they still want a quarterback. NFL.com has Bryce Young going number 1. Bryce Young won for the Panthers.
Like a size, I mean, he is 6'3".
Who?
I guess they're saying he's not real thick.
He's 5'10".
He's 5'10".
Oh, I thought you were looking. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I thought you had the Bryce Young one up there. I was like,
yeah, that is Bryce Young.
He is.
I mean, Stroud.
Stroud's 6'3", 214.
Yeah.
So basically, the Panthers either know who they want to pick, but if they did, wouldn't they just straight up sign him and be like? Most teams, when they move up to number 1, they're like,
a lot of them go ahead and
I'm going up for Peyton Manning. I'm going to draft, or Andrew Luck. We're signing him. This is who we're going with. Everybody else can jump off a bridge.
Well, I think this is the NFL now. Nobody wants to say.
And we don't have that.
There's a couple options that they're doing. They're either doing that one, which they haven't done. This one, which I just said, they trade up, and then maybe they're trying to trade back 1 spot or something, which is weird. Why would you even waste all their time and stuff to do this? or something else to where we have no idea what it just blows my mind that we kind of just don't know, and then we're sitting here in a spot with we just hadn't said anything. This one's got NFL.com's got Levis from Kentucky going second. Anderson still going third.
Yeah, look at worse CJ.
Stroud fourth to Indianapolis.
He falls all the way to fourth. They need a quarterback.
That would be a good pick for them if
he
falls to them.
Tom, are more people talking themselves out of Stroud than they are into these other guys? I mean,
well, just like I said,
or they just see that
I think
helmet like
talking,
I do?
they're talking themselves out of Stroud.
That's what I'm just
because of the, like I said, the rumored cognitive test, and didn't show up. He ghosted him too. Like he didn't just decline. He just didn't show.
So he didn't answer.
So what?
That's what I think.
Yeah. Let's look at his tape again. Let's see what he does on the field.
There we go again.
The NFL.com has Anthony Richardson at 10 to Minnesota. Now look at this one. Jalen Carter to the Bears at 9, who, like I said, they could have got a 1, a lot of people said, if they stayed at 1. So they could get a bunch of picks and still get the defensive tackle maybe that they wanted from the beginning. Any other
going down to Dallas. Let's see who they got on this one.
Cowboys, Trenton Simpson, linebacker, to help out Micah Parsons. Yeah. Do you need another linebacker?
We'll
I
take
pick
him.
the guy after him, though.
But are you talking about what a group you'd have? Oh, Lord.
We got to do some inside scouting on Cody Mock. Holy no front teeth, Batman.
Are you talking about that dude lining up in front of you? That's right.
You need to draft
6'5",
him,
buddy.
You need to draft him. He's a baller.
He probably plays pretty hard.
He probably does.
He don't have any front teeth. He's got long red hair.
He's got to be a hockey player.
He looks like a hockey. He's got long red hair. He looks like a Sasquatch.
Then he got a shirt on. He looks like no bull.
He looks like somebody on a wanted poster.
You need to draft him.
Wow. North Dakota State.
That's a big boy.
6'5", 302. Cody Mock.
Well, maybe when he gets the signing bonus, he can go see his dentist.
All right, let's take the guess, guys. What is his vertical jump?
Oh, Lordy.
Go ahead, real quick. All I gotta do is scroll up. I'm waiting on some guesses.
I have no idea. I'm
gonna say.
And give me a 40. Give me a 40.
22 inches.
Tom, you got any guesses on
5'6",
12 inches?
He don't have to do much. He's an offensive tackle.
40-yard dash time, 5.08.
Okay,
vertical jump of 29 inches. We got an athlete here, boys. Cody Mock.
What was his 40 time?
That's the best draft picture ever. Besides Brady. And
he looks like a picture from the 70s.
It looks like
Zach,
one of the Pittsburgh Steelers
you
or
couldn't
something.
walk into a wrestling ring right now and just fit right in.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah,
a wrestling ring.
Absolutely.
Not a wrestling ring.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. Well, real quick, Terry and Tom say Stroud. Zach, who do you want? Who do you think?
I want Stroud. I think they're going to go for Bryce Young.
All right, folks. Well, we'll be back in a few minutes. Shelby Heating and Air, Saturday Morning Sports Talk. We've still got NBA playoffs, Major League Baseball, and more here on KDCBroadcasting.com.
They are there when you need them. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air, where their customers come first. No matter the weather or the temperature, they'll be there to make sure you're comfortable. Ask about their safety furnace checkup for $99. Plus, ask about their up to $750 in rebates on select products. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Call 704-487-7877. Online at ShelbyHeating.com. See their page at WhatsUpShopper.com and like them on Facebook too. They are there when you need them.
Kathy Moore, the new owner of Papa's Pizza to Go in Cherryville, invites you to come see them. They are now open 11 a.m. till 9 p.m., Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in or take out at Papa's Pizza to Go. Just call 704-435-6335 and enjoy their big buffet on Wednesdays and Sundays from 11 a.m. until 7:30. It's all you can eat. Check out their new menu with pizza, subs, wings, salads, and more. And check out the new games, too, in the game room. Papa's Pizza to Go, 1002 East Main Street in Cherryville. Online at papaspizzatogo.com and like them on Facebook, too.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Here they come, making their way now through the tri-oval. Speed begins to pick up.
Short track swing is over.
Now there's a problem and a crash in turn number 4. 3 cars involved. One of them was Daniel Hemrick.
Which means it's time for Super Speedway racing in Alabama.
Bubba Wallace into the wall, steaming to the line. Ross Chastain will win.
It's the Geico 500.
Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and online at kdcbroadcasting.com.
Join us for our live Sunday morning church services at 9:30 a.m. on WCSL. It's a live church service from Anthony Grove Baptist Church in Krause. And at 11 a.m. on WCSL, it's a live church service from First Baptist Church in Cherryville. And at 11 a.m. on WHS, it's a live church service of the Calvary Baptist Church in Shelby.
How would you like to win a car wash valued up to $40? Sure you would, but that's not all. How would you like to win a complete detail valued at $150? Now you're talking. Well, you can. Just enter the SR Auto Detail Shop giveaway for the month of April. All you have to do is email SR Auto Detail Shop your contact information, and your name will be entered into a drawing on Monday, May 1st. Send your contact information to SR536@bellsouth.net. Again, that's SR536@bellsouth.net. Enter today. Winner will be announced Monday, May 1st. SR Auto Sales Detail Shop, 417 South Post Road, Shelby.
The Cherryville Golf and Country Club has new renovations and will be expansion on golf. Having a wedding reception? Cherryville Golf and Country Club banquet room is the place for it. Private parties, birthday parties, and corporate events. Cherryville Golf and Country Club, 200 Club Drive, Cherryville. Call 704-435-6597.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. We always want to remind our listeners about 704-487-7877, Shelby Heating and Air of Shelby.
That's right. Check them out online, shelbyheating.com, for all your heating and air needs.
All right, I found a fun little graphic here for you folks at home watching on YouTube. This is a comparison of the Major League Baseball season, okay? This is how long the baseball season, 11% complete so far, and this is how far along in other things you would be at 11%. So far we're in week 2 of a fourth quarter game, fourth quarter of a week 2 game. In the NBA, you'd be in game 9, the first quarter of the game. You'd be on the third tee of an 18-round hole of golf. Floors 12 or 13 going to the top of the Sears Tower. I don't know why that's included in there. If it was a baseball game, it'd be top of the second, no outs. Monopoly boards, you'd be over on, what is it, Reading Railroad? What's the first railroad?
I don't remember.
It's too small.
I didn't even remember that one.
I played it in so long.
There's Reading and there's
that's the first
and B&O.
Yeah,
everybody knows B&O.
Yeah. So I was going to say body of the railroad.
Everybody did that joke was. But if we were in American time, we'd be in 1805 for you history buffs. During the year, we'd be in February 10th, and 40-hour work week would still be on Monday. 11% into the season. All right, guys. Who has the? I gotta get the word here. Highest career batting average of any right-hander after World War II.
Okay.
Just guess. Highest career batting average since
Right-hander.
World War II.
It's gonna be a pitcher.
No, it's not a pitcher. It's a good hitter. It's a Hall of Famer. Right-handers.
Right.
Because we always talk about Tony Gwynn
After
and the
World
Bonds
War
and Ted Williams. They're all lefties. But we never talk about the great right-handed hitters of our generation.
I guess we just guess.
Yeah, give me a yes. That's called the game.
Yeah, I'm just
right,
going to throw
good
out
right-handed
two.
hitter.
Can it be switch hitter?
No.
Okay, that's okay. That takes out one.
That's a right-handed hitter.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Because Pete Rose was a switch hitter.
Right.
Yeah, so he's out. I'm going to say Mike Smith.
Zach, got any guesses?
I don't know.
Tom?
I have no clue.
No
Batting
clue.
average, right-handed hitters since World War II. Who had the best?
I don't even remember where these guys batted now. Was Boggs a righty?
The answer, folks,
Oh, there he is.
is World Series,
Ah,
World
little man.
Series MVP and champion Kirby Puckett.
Hey, nothing
What's he
wrong
like,
with that.
5'8"?
He was, I think he was listed at 5'10".
Yeah,
There ain't no way.
Puckett,
He's not Bryce Young.
but he had the best batting average of
All I
right-handed
remember
hitters.
is he got larger as time went on.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
Yes. Now this is they don't have his name on here. This is one of the Toronto Blue Jays players talking about cramps, and he was having a problem with cramps. And so, Zach, we're going to have to hit play on this. Hold on 1 second. Let me hit these buttons. All right, folks. The folks at home probably got a little louder, but all right, this is a Toronto Blue Jays player talking about getting rid of the cramps.
What happened to you?
Huh?
What happened?
Just crap.
Just a cramp?
Yeah.
Now he's a Japanese player. Okay, so for you folks, listen to the accent. This is a Japanese player talking about his cramping problem.
What happened to you?
Huh?
What happened?
Just crap.
Just a cramp?
Yeah, just crap.
Cramp.
You told me what can you eat to help you make you feel better?
Bananas.
Yeah. Why bananas?
Monkeys never craps. Monkey never crap. Because a monkey every day bananas. 2.
So how many did you have today?
3. Our 3.
Oh yeah. So you no more cramp for you.
I need 3 banana because monkey never claps.
Perfect. Thank you
very much. Arigato.
What happened to you?
Huh?
What happened?
He's probably a character. What you want to bet? He's probably a character.
He was saying monkeys. Sorry.
Never
he was saying
cramp.
monkeys never cramp.
Yeah.
And you have to eat bananas. But
there's
through
truth
his
in
accent, it sounded a lot different than that.
Yeah, monkeys never crap.
He's probably a character. He knew.
He's
you
hilarious.
could see his smirk behind his face. He was giving that guy the business.
They bet him that you won't say that to that reporter, and he just went off about the monkey.
Is he any good?
I don't even know his name.
I have to look him up.
I just thought that was fantastic. All right,
I
guys.
like that crisp Toronto Blue Jays jersey though. That was
Toronto's always got good looking jerseys.
That Blue Jay man is a nice emblem.
So Major League Baseball stands. Terry, you was telling us about how great a season Kansas City's doing so far.
Yeah, I always say that every week here now.
If y'all were in golf, y'all would be doing great.
Like
You'd
I
have the lowest
said,
score.
I told Zach, I said, here's the problem. We're 20 games into the season and we're done.
16 out of the. How many are they out of first place right now, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Probably 8 or 9.
Probably don't want to know.
I mean, we can't beat anybody.
7 games back. There's still a chance.
We're
7 games.
We are 4-16.
You're only like 1805 in the United States history.
1-12. Look at home. We hadn't even played away games. We need to go on the road. We're 3-4.
You're the opposite of the Golden State Warriors.
Man,
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but I think the pitcher is Yusi Kikuchi.
Yeah, the story gets even better, Tom.
Yeah. Kikuchi. If I'm saying that, you see Kikuchi. I'm not making it up. I'm just not making it up.
Is he a pitcher?
He's a pitcher.
Oh, okay, I'm looking at the batting stats. That's why I couldn't find him.
He is a pitcher, or it might be. No, it's not him. That's got to be it. I don't see any other Japanese baseball
Can you
players.
see his face,
on the
Kevin? I ain't sure that's him.
I don't know. Yeah.
I ain't sure that's him.
Yeah, he's got a beard in that one. He didn't have a beard in the other one. He's 3-0, whatever. The bananas are working.
Oh, yeah, either way.
20 strikeouts.
Oh, goodness. Other American League Central play, the Cleveland Guardians are half a game back behind the Minnesota Twins. Detroit's in 3rd, Chicago 4th, Royals 5th. In the East, Tampa 17-3 now, Baltimore 12-7.
Everybody above 500.
Toronto, New York 12-8, Boston 11-10.
Just glad the Yankees and Boston are in last.
Go back to that top again.
Yeah.
Now, here's my deal. I would hate to be in this league. Look, Boston's in last at 11-10. Tampa Bay's in first 17-3 and have a 4.5 game lead, and everybody in this division is above 500.
Mm-hmm.
So that just shows
they're all beating Kansas City.
Yeah, that just shows how they're playing. I mean, but again, when we go back and we talked about them, they were like 14-0 and had not played but one team had a winning record. So.
Well, the best team in baseball, the Los Angeles Angels, are 10-10.
Yep, greatest team we've ever seen.
Well, now they'll be 12-10 after this.
What's going to be great is when Mike Trout goes down in history, not winning a playoff game ever.
He'll end up on the Yankees at some point. That's 2 or 3 years.
Well,
it'll be the last.
Ohtani's getting ready to make that choice at the end of the year.
Ohtani's going to end up in St. Louis. Get ready for that one, boys. Him him and Lance Nootbaar, Cardinals outfielder, are
surely
really
to God,
our best friends now.
Yeah, surely to God, Mike Trout will not continue to stay there without ever having a chance to win a title.
That's what I'm saying. He'll end up in the Yankees or Mets. So one of them will pay for him, or Dodgers to come over there. And
you're right.
Now that the DH is in every league, you don't have to play defense or anything. So like, he can just show up at one of those and do that. I mean, so in the East, Braves in first, half game ahead of the Mets. Then Miami,
it's closing that gap.
Phillies and Nationals. You almost feel like you poo-poo divisions, but you really can't anymore because if you're a wild card team, you're in a one and done situation. Ain't that what it was last year, or a three game?
I thought it was one.
No, the wild card.
I'm talking about
the next.
No, yeah,
I know the Cardinals got beaten in 3 games.
Absolutely.
We're so far out of the wild card, we ain't played but 20 games. But anyway,
are you further out of the wild card or the division?
Both.
I mean, which one are you further in?
Either one.
Braves and Mets first. Marlins 10-9. Phillies and Washington not doing as well. Out in the Central, Brewers in first at 14-6. Pittsburgh at 14-7. Chicago 12-7. And as I predicted,
Cardinals holding up the bottom.
I nailed it. Look, so on the message boards and everything, it's like, we got to improve our pitching. We got to make our pitching better. Huh?
Why don't you just get rid of your coach? Yeah.
Well, what made the pitching better the last 17 years? It's the catching.
Mm-hmm.
The ERA shot up. The ERA just it's such a big part of the game that people don't get. And everybody, we've got good offense. They got a heck of a lineup, one of the best lineups they've probably ever had.
Kevin, do you really think that?
What?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know Molina is way better than Perez, but you
Contreras.
also have what? Huh?
You talk about your Perez?
Yeah,
okay.
Perez. But he's our catcher. Mm-hmm. He's a great catcher. But I know the surrounding group that you are with, y'all get better players. Y'all get better pitchers. We can never keep people.
Well,
so I mean, there's a big difference. If Perez is good,
mm-hmm.
Molina is way better, and he'll be in the Hall of Fame. But
even they won without Albert Pujols.
It didn't change anything.
I agree. That's what I'm saying.
What I mean? Like,
but you also,
and I also
your surrounding player
group was it last year I showed you though that when Molina catches, he's a full ERA. When he catches, his ERA is a full run better than anyone else in baseball catching. And then their backup catcher, it was 2.5 runs better. So that's just that alone. So they've played 20 games. If he cuts off 1 run a game catching, now you got 78 runs against 93 versus 78. How many of those games do you win?
You'll be 12-8, at least vice versa.
Well, that's what I was saying. He didn't make us elite. He made us they're going to win most or be 500 or better. Look real quick. I can look at the schedule real quick. See if they've lost any 1-run games. Just add 1 on all of them. No, they got stomp, 3 or more. I think they ain't even have been beat by less than 3. The first game of the season 10-9. 3 runs, 4 runs, 5 runs, 3 runs, 5 runs. I need to look up the team ERA. That's all I see on people online is complaining about that. Out west, real quick, let's get to that first. We do have the Diamondbacks at first at 12-9. Dodgers. And the rest of the division is under 500.
That Arizona team will not win that division.
Oh, you got Dodgers and the Giants both said. Padres just got back Tatis.
And how long have the Pirates been bad? You know, they were 14-7 this year. I mean, they've been bad for 20 years.
Right. Well, they spend money like Kansas City does. They don't spend money at all.
You have to spend money to get hitters.
I mean, you have to.
And keep your pitchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tatis come back for the Padres, so that'll be interesting with them.
I mean, Greinke's out there on the mound, and don't get me wrong, I know your ERA is based on week, but Greinke's only giving up 3 runs a game. I mean, so we ought to be able to produce hitting 3 runs a game.
You'd like to.
But he's 0-4. I mean, come on.
All right, did you see Mad Bum?
I heard where they're going to finish paying him off.
Yeah, I've seen that too. He can go anywhere he wants to for $750,000 minimum.
Did you see the what happened with him and the Cardinals? So this is why he got sent down and released. Pitched bad against the Cardinals, and in this game he got into it with Cardinals catcher Wilson Contreras. So here's what happened. He throws that wasn't Contreras. I don't know why they're showing him here. Why are they showing these other guys here? I just clicked on Contreras here. Show Contreras, not this other Yahoo. Here it is in about 3 seconds. All right. So Contreras, I guess Contreras, he didn't like how Contreras swings the bat or acts when he swings. He popped one up and screamed right here. And you go over, of course, Bumgarner takes everything offensive. He yells at him to shut up, called him a bad word, and then Contreras yelled back at him, called him a bad word. If you can read lips and in other languages, you can see what Contreras had to say right there. But anyway, that's a terrible highlight. It didn't show them actually yelling back and forth at each other.
Oh,
anyway,
shut your mouth. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So he was designated for assignment, and like you said, he's basically going to get balled out and moved. Let's see if this one.
What's DFA mean? Am I
designated for assignment?
Okay.
They have to pay him the $34 million, though, right?
Well, yeah, the baseball
contracts
are guaranteed. Yeah. All right, so here's the foul ball in question.
Yeah.
So Madison told him to shut the F up and called him a P.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Twice.
It came out more than twice. He don't stop calling it. So
he's like, "You'll stay back there. I come out here."
So the catcher for Arizona's talking to Contreras about it, and then, but like I don't think Contreras did anything too bad. He just I guess he didn't like how he was screaming about it. The catcher was checking on the umpire, got hit in the face on the foul ball. And then reading the comments online, the people that don't know him are like, Bumgarner wouldn't do nothing, blah, blah. I'm like,
okay, you go ride his bull in there and stomp him.
He would, that's right. Good luck.
Yeah.
I tell you what, he might not win the fight, but you're going to know he was there.
Yeah.
He's a big boy, too, ain't he? Like
6'4". And then he gave up the hit after that?
Right. No, he walked him. I think. I can't remember what he did.
He's got to be getting up there, though, in age
33.
a little bit. Okay, he's younger than I thought. I was thinking he would be older than that. He's been around a while.
Then he walked him. Then he talked to him while he's watching this. He's going to say something to him now.
He's not backing down.
No.
So, I mean, but why would over that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't get what really went on at the plate because it didn't seem that. I was going to think Contreras would get an automatic strike because he took too long to get back in the ball.
Now, Bumgarner, he's not won a game, I don't think, has he?
No.
I didn't think so.
And they were first in the division, Arizona?
Well, all I know is Kansas City will take him.
First.
So they got a good team.
We'll take him. I don't care whether he hasn't won a game or not.
Send him to the Braves. We'll put him as a middle relief or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so Rays... Zach, here's this. What does designated for assignment mean in Major League Baseball? Does this answer your question?
Yeah.
When a player's contract is designated for assignment, that player is immediately removed from his club's 40-man roster. Within 7 days of the transaction, that player can either be traded or placed on irrevocable outright waivers. So,
now, if this is what happened and all this happened after this, they got to be more to it. To me, that's nothing.
That sounded like to me they would want to get out of the contract.
Yeah.
Or they just wanted to be done with it, and maybe that's the way to initiate
get
it.
out of the contract.
We'll pay him, but just get away from it.
They're going to pay him all.
The Diamondbacks is still owed. He is still owed. He signed a 5-year, $85 million contract in 2019. They still owe him $34 million through next season. So the next 2 years, he's owed $34 million. The Diamondbacks already have a club record in dead money of $22 million after releasing Russ Ortiz. So basically, they're just going to eat it. It looks like.
Then Terry's right. There's more to it.
He can sign with another team for the league minimum of $720,000. So any other team that wants Bumgarner, it's going to cost you less than $1 million.
That's what I'm talking about. Kansas City, go get him.
He's 0-3 on the season with a 10 ERA and 16 innings.
And on a first place team.
He's 0 for what?
0-3.
Yeah.
10.26 ERA in 16 innings and 4 starts. He's given up 25 hits and 19 runs in 4 starts.
What if he's hurt?
Might be.
I mean, he might be hurt.
Walked 15, striking out 10 in 4 games.
I think he might be. Something might be wrong, but I just don't understand. I mean, it's like got into it with the manager or got into it with somebody. You know.
I mean, if that's why you get released, there'd be a lot of people going.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, there's your explanation for your baseball. All right, guys, we come back. We're going to have We've got NBA, all kinds of playoff stuff to talk about. We got all kinds of series to go over. I got some highlights and just all kinds of silliness. NBA today. We've done NFL, we've done baseball, we've done NASCAR. We got quite a little bit of time here to get through all these series and games, folks, coming up here. So stay tuned. Happy Saturday, brought to you by Shelby Heating and Air. Biscuits brought to you by McDonald's. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Here, real quick before we go, I want to see what you guys call on, what your call is on this one. We got an umpire call. Umpire call before we go. The ruling of the day, the official ruling of the day. Is this a hole-in-one?
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Wow.
Terry, do either one of you know by the official rules what you're supposed to do or what the call is on this?
No, I don't.
What a divot. What a spot for a divot.
So for the folks watching at home, half the ball is in a divot. The other half is hanging over the cup of the hole. So umpires, you got to guess hole-in-one or mark it.
I'd say the whole ball had to be in the cup. And it's not half the ball. It's only like maybe a fourth of it.
A ball is not in the hole until it is cupped, Tom.
That's what I thought. That's what I said.
So you're supposed to mark it and see if it'll stay there. Now, again, Terry, you can go as far back away from the hole as you want. So the rules official's going to be like, put it somewhere where it stays still.
Yeah.
But think about how bad would you be if you hit that ball and it's halfway in the cup, it just divoted half of the out of the cup out, and you don't get a hole-in-one out of it. Just any type of spin come back. Basically, whoever made the cup, I don't know if you can tell, Tom, did a bad job. It's not cut the way it.
Right.
You see,
right.
The cup is supposed to be a certain amount below the dirt. It looks like not a highfalutin country club coffee.
Pine Grove.
Yeah, it looks like
it was
from
probably
Caddyshack.
wet, and it's wet that morning, so it just stuck.
That's wild. All right, we'll be back in a few minutes. KTCBroadcasting.com.
They are there when you need them. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air, where their customers come first. No matter the weather or the temperature, they'll be there to make sure you're comfortable. Ask about their safety furnace checkup for $99. Plus, ask about their up to $750 in rebates on select products. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Call 704-487-7877. Online at shelbyheating.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. They are there when you need them.
A gas leak can be a killer. Just a small pinhole in a gas line put together with a small spark, and the unthinkable can happen. Now you can get a whole home gas line inspection by calling Today's Pro in Shelby. They'll be more than happy to come out and detect any gas leak that could lead to a disaster for your home. And with summer around the corner, see Today's Pro in Shelby for your pool supplies. And yes, they do pool water tests. And they can fill your propane tanks. Today's Pro, 1325 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. Call 704-600-8393. Online at todayspro.com. Like them on Facebook too. Last week, Hendrick Appliance received a truckload of Speed Queen washers and dryers. Well, guess what? They're already gone. But wait, another big truck has arrived with more Speed Queen washers and dryers. And all come with a 5-year parts and labor warranty. All built in Wisconsin, right here in the good old USA. And many are available without lid locks. Save up to $200 per unit. Also just arrived, a new shipment of Frigidaire, scratch and dent appliances with full manufacturer's warranty. That's Hendrick Appliance, 1241 East Dixon Boulevard in Shelby. On the right going down, on the left coming up.
The NASCAR Cup Series.
Here they come, making their way now through the tri-oval. Speed begins to pick up.
Short track swing is over.
Now there's a problem. Oh, and a crash in turn number 4. 3 cars involved. One of them was Daniel Hemrick.
Which means it's time for Super Speedway Racing in Alabama.
Bubba Wallace into the wall, steaming to the line. Ross Chastain will win.
It's the Geico 500.
Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock on Carolina Country WCSL, 92.9 FM, 1590 AM, and online at KDCBroadcasting.com.
Just-in-Time Plumbing, a leading residential and commercial company, has served Cleveland and Gaston counties for 9 years and has won Cleveland County's Best for several years. Their 24-hour emergency service can handle all your plumbing emergencies. clogged drains, sewer inspections with cameras, septic tanks, jetter services, and more. Just in Time Plumbing. On time, on budget, 24/7. Call 704-600-8350 or go to justintimeplumbing.net. Just in Time Plumbing, every time. 107 South City Street, Kings Mountain. Head out on vacation in your new-to-you vehicle from Eric Johnson's Auto Sales in Cherryville. Take a look at a 2014 Honda Pilot XL with navigation and leather interior for $14,500, or a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee with four-wheel drive and priced at $17,500, and a 2012 Toyota Highlander with front-wheel drive and priced at $12,400. Financing available at Eric Johnson Auto Sales, 3629 Tryon Courthouse Road in Cherryville. Online at ericjohnsonautosales.com.
Thanks for help bringing the economy back. One local purchase at a time.
Kind of uplifts you and you feel better.
It's the greatest comeback of all time.
Shop local with whatsupshopper.com, Carolina Country, and The Boss.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk. We always remind our listeners, 704-487-7877, Shelby Heating Air.
That's right. And online, ShelbyHeating.com. Once again, 704-487-7877. Kevin?
I've got 22 seconds of Joel Embiid highlights for the folks at home. And this isn't him.
You know that hurt.
This isn't him like beating the other team or being good at basketball.
This is falling down.
He likes to fall a lot, doesn't he?
Right. This is 22 seconds of the largest man in the NBA falling down. He's the worse flopper than LeBron. I didn't know this. I did notice that he hit the ground a couple of times in Charlotte. I did notice that. I'm like, he's too big to be going down like that all the time. And then somebody showed his Game 3 highlights of all the times he ended up on the floor and let little people touch him and push him over. And like, what is that? He's like knee melted. So they're up though. They're kicking.
They're up. He's out for Game 4, but they're up 3-0, so that really don't matter.
Why is he out?
He says he's got an injury.
His mommy told him he couldn't play.
He should have been suspended. He should have been kicked out of the last game.
He's probably got bruises.
If Harden got kicked out for what Harden got kicked out for, and I don't even think Harden was intentional. He was
Draymond got kicked out for what he got kicked out for.
They're just making it up as they go.
I'll agree with that.
Draymond tries to claim they're kicking me out for something I did 7 years ago.
It's like it's the only second time he's ever been kicked out playoff game.
Yeah, but how many other games has he been kicked out of?
I could care less. He should have kicked him in his face.
I know you could care
less. I'm going to declare him the MVP or most valuable player or team leader because he decided if he gets hurt and he don't play, they're actually going to win. So he took one for the team.
No. The graphics,
with Draymond on
facts,
the court, they're 0-2, Terry. With Draymond off the court, they win.
He's a team leader.
Facts of Draymond.
So far this year, this guy has knocked a teammate out, and then he tried to break the ribs of what should be the real Western Conference MVP, Domantas Sabonis.
He's terrible.
Since he has entered the league in 2012, Green has recorded 163 technical fouls, 17 ejections, and 4 suspensions in the regular season, plus 6 flagrant fouls and 27 technical fouls in 147 playoff games. Terry.
Okay. What are you saying?
This is the most immature, reckless, idiotic basketball player in the history of the NBA.
Tom, I don't even want to hear that.
It doesn't matter what you want to hear, son. You gotta listen to facts sometimes.
No, facts are proving that with Draymond, they win 64% of the time if he's on the court, and 34.
You just reversed the numbers.
Yeah,
in this
reversed
series.
it. Do what now?
Whatever you're making up. I just told you a minute ago that they've lost the 2 without him. And they won the
I don't
one
care what it is. I'm just
telling
telling you how facts are.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care what the facts are when the facts don't support his argument.
You got 2 games. You're talking 2 games. We're talking total aspect of Draymond being on the court.
He's a terrible basketball player and a terrible human being.
I don't even want to hear that. Y'all are coming in here talking junk about Sabonis, who has run over him And then Draymond was backing into him one day, and Sabonis hits him, and they call a foul on Draymond.
Terry, you're defending a
that
guy
should have never been called.
Terry, you're defending a guy who's punched his teammate in the face, who's kicked multiple people in the junk.
I'm sorry, Sabonis should have got kicked in the face.
Just stomped on NBA All-Star's ribs, and you're saying he should have kicked him in the face instead.
He should have. He should have. A man grabs my leg.
What's your deal with this
A
man crush?
grabs my leg, and I have nowhere to get out from under him.
Yeah, there's only 90 other feet of floor to step.
No, I don't even want to hear. Watch this. That's
I'm
all
watching,
you got to
Terry.
watch.
Everybody in the world has seen
He
this.
falls over. I'm going to grab his leg. Well, he's holding on to him where he can't move.
Oh, my God. That's terrible. That is the worst.
No, go on back. Right here. See, he grabbed his leg. Yeah.
He didn't grab his leg.
Yeah, he did. Right there. Show it again. Hold it. He's around both sides of it.
No.
Yes, right there.
Terry,
Tom, if you cannot see that, you're blind.
He's trying to.
I think he's protected. I think he's trying not to get. I think he's trying to protect his junk.
Yeah, he's trying not to get kicked in the face.
No, Sabonis has run over him in this game.
It's just because he's smaller.
No. He has run over him. Should have been a charge, and they called it on green.
Boom!
He backed up underneath him one day.
That's his arms like this.
That's the curve stop.
He has his arms like this.
Look, no, he's holding him.
No, he's not, Terry.
Ah, God.
Freeze it.
Y'all,
Just go there.
Y'all can't even watch a film right.
Hold on.
I'd hate for y'all to be on my high school football team, me trying to explain something,
I
and
will
y'all
too.
in there with me.
Go
I will
back.
too. Where do you want to go?
Because y'all
Where
would
does he
be
grab?
total.
Right there. Terry's trying to say grab
No,
him.
go
He's
on down.
protecting
Take
himself.
his foot all the way down. Don't get this spot where he don't have his foot. Right there. He's wrapped around him.
He's got one hand on top of his other.
of his foot, and the other's wrapped around the backside. Right there. He's grabbed him, Tom. He grabbed him.
Terry, he's got his arm on this side.
I don't even want to hear
Where
that.
in the rule book does it say if you're grabbed, you should kick a guy in the ribs?
He should have kicked him in the face.
Bunny hop.
Tom, any reaching foul, you should kick a guy in the
And
ribs.
then what's the bonus say? Oh, man, I'm hurt. I might not even play in
They
game
had to
3.
do x-rays, Terry.
I might not even play.
Might be internally injured.
That is the overgrown big man of the NBA that shouldn't be playing.
They had to check his internal organs, Terry.
Look at him. Oh, I'm a little baby. I'm
Terry,
a wow. Oh, Lordy, look, I'm
That's
out
terrible.
for life.
I just suspended him for the whole series.
Did you see how Draymond acted to the fans afterwards too?
Yeah.
He was complaining
Sure
that the fans were chanting he sucked and were shooting him birds. Well, you reap what you sow.
Welcome to the away games there, Chief.
I don't even want to hear none of that. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever. And then what is it? Probably 70% of the people said he should have never been ejected.
No,
That the NBA.
What's 70%?
Yeah,
said
because the NBA don't know what they're doing.
Where's the poll?
The guy that's doing the suspension, is in his first year.
Okay.
So he don't know nothing.
So he don't know nothing.
He knows nothing.
He's just an NBA officials
No,
coordinator.
this
He
is
don't
what
know
I
nothing.
got to do because the NBA says this is what I got to do.
Yeah, that's right, Terry. It's called following rules.
Yeah, he's about it. Well, if he should have been ejected, then Embiid should have been ejected.
Well, that's a whole different story. But
Embiid should have been ejected.
He
too.
should have.
And he should be suspended for the next
there
game.
you go. Same thing, but no, not Embiid. We're not going to do that over there.
You just said Draymond should have kicked him in the ribs.
He should have kicked him in the face.
Okay, should Embiid have kicked the other guy?
Should he have kicked the other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did it on purpose.
Okay,
He just missed.
You're okay with kicking.
Embiid just missed. That's why he didn't get suspended.
We're just okay with the kicking, Kerry.
No,
Everybody who's kicked somebody, you've been a fan
man.
of them.
That is totally wrong, and the NBA knows they're wrong.
Which is wrong?
Yeah, when they have you all over the television telling you you're wrong, you're wrong.
Sabonis averages 19, 12, and 7.
He's terrible.
Only
he's the
in
worst
Draymond's
big man in the
green.
NBA.
He's the worst.
the worst big man in the NBA. He's a big crybaby.
Is he worse than Plumlee?
Huh?
He's averaging a double-double.
Who would you rather have, Sabonis or Plumlee?
I'll take Plumlee.
Oh,
I'll take Plumlee. I'll take Chuck Nevitt.
There are not a lot of people in NBA history who have averaged 19, 12, and 7. That is what Domantas Sabonis did this year.
I could care less about what he's done.
19, 12, and 7. Career 15,
He's
9,
showing
and
he's
4.
a big baby.
By getting his ribs broke?
No. They showed all kind of highlights of what he's done to Green in this thing, and nothing's been done except against Green.
When did he kick him in the ribs?
You know, I mean, one time Draymond is backing up, and Sabonis runs into the back of him, and they called a foul on Green.
Okay.
Made no sense. One time, Sabonis run over Green as he's underneath the goal, and they let that happen.
It's just,
so, I mean,
it's just getting deep in here, man.
They say this is Green's last year, though. They said this pretty much done him in for them.
Well, I would hope so.
And then he's going to go off to Detroit, and you'll never hear anything about him again.
Just please do not come to Cleveland.
He will not be in Detroit. He'll be on one of these teams, one of these playoff teams to try to pick him up to add spice. He'll never be out of our television. He'll be on the Memphis Grizzlies with Brooks.
Probably on the Mavericks.
They'll have two of them.
They'll not get rid of him. Curry and not allowed.
Awful thing I've ever seen in my life.
He is terrible.
They win 60 with Green on the court. They win 64%.
How much did they win that year that he was the leader of the team?
Terry, what's 2 out of 3? What percentage is that? What's 2 out of 3? 66%.
With him off the court, they win 34%.
What about in this series?
Whoa, boy, that's a big difference.
But what about in this series?
Well, you're taking one game, Kevin. I'm talking career.
I'm talking 3 games.
I'm talking career.
Okay, well, I'm talking 3 games.
Okay, well, that don't mean nothing.
It don't mean nothing.
First of all,
it means nothing.
Terry, the year that Steph Curry was out, didn't they win like 7 games?
All I know is they continue to win. They are
and he still didn't average a double-double.
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
They won like 8 games the year Steph Curry was out.
I think he was 7-7-7 that year.
Here.
I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, with Draymond, aren't they defending world champions? Yes, they are. Thank you. On the second hand,
well, the Bulls are with Bill Winnington.
With Durant, didn't they get rid of Durant because he couldn't play with him? Yeah. Okay. Did Durant win anything since he's left? No.
Durant don't play with Steph Curry.
Period.
He hadn't played with Steph Curry.
I mean, this is just...
No, this is not. This is facts, Tom. Y'all
I just read you the
fake.
number of technical fouls and ejections this man has had. And you're
they're going to give him. They want to give him the benefit of the doubt,
and that don't matter.
He didn't mean to step on him.
Yeah. When you're playing with Curry and Klay Thompson,
he's lucky he wasn't playing to me because I wouldn't have hit his chest.
Tom, they went 15-50.
I know.
15-50
with Draymond as the
leader.
Last
year. I mean, okay.
What was the average? 7-4.
Yeah,
they went 15-50 without Draymond.
People. And we can't even go 1 week without this fool doing something stupid.
He's an idiot.
Sabonis is the idiot.
Yeah, Sabonis is an idiot for getting kicked in the ribs.
Wow. Sacramento
sure, roll over on your back.
How many technicals did you say he had, Tom?
147 or something?
Yeah, it was 147.
147. That ranks him 9th all time in technical fouls.
He's terrible.
He's 3 behind Shaq.
163 technical fouls.
Ooh.
Oh, 163. Oh, he's past Shaq. He is 9.
17 ejections.
Okay, now say all the people that's in front.
Kobe.
Okay, keep going.
Kobe had more techs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Keep it going.
He played more points too.
Keep it going.
Terry, I guarantee every person I read on the rest of this list is going to be better than Draymond Green.
Keep on reading.
What point are you trying to make?
Well, Tom's over here claiming he's a class act. He can't play.
Kevin Garnett.
Look at
Russell
that.
Westbrook.
Dennis Rodman. There you go. Gary Payton.
The greatest of all time. Rasheed
Wallace.
I can see Rasheed.
Barkley.
Woo.
And Karl Malone is the all-time leader in technical fouls. So what is your point?
So
Terry?
in other words, Tom, all of them guys are terrible.
No, all of them are good. Draymond's terrible.
All of them are
That's what we're trying to tell you. He ranks right there with Jermaine O'Neal. So that's the company he keeps. He's as good as Jermaine O'Neal.
He's a joke.
Y'all can't even get an argument without losing.
All right, well, Sacramento's up 2-1. They play tomorrow at 3:30. So, Tom, who you got in that series?
I said Warriors originally. Now that they're down 2-1, I mean, I'm not one of these guys going to change my pick. I think that especially if Draymond plays less, the Warriors have a better chance of winning. So I'm sticking with the Warriors.
Terry?
There's no chance here. Warriors will win.
Zach?
Sacramento, Golden State can't win on the road.
Terry, how does Sacramento have no chance if they're up 2-1?
They have no chance, Tom. Watch and see.
It's like, what
That's
are you
like
even talking about?
Wait
They have no
a minute.
chance.
Now,
They're
wait a
up
minute.
2-1.
Here we
They have
go.
no chance.
78% chance of winning.
Wait a minute. Here we go. Because the minute he's going to say Atlanta, and I'm going to say they have no chance. They did win, but
That's
Tom,
different.
they have no chance. No,
Atlanta's
it's not. It's the
down.
same thing.
Atlanta's down
It's the same
2
stuff.
to 1.
Atlanta's
Atlanta's down 2 to 1. You said the team up 2 to 1 has no chance. It's like if they have no chance, they won both their games at home. They have home court advantage.
Right.
How do they have no chance?
Oh, goodness gracious!
Warriors are like 8-50 on the road this year. Other game out west, that's the 3-6. So
They're not great at home either.
Let's look at the 2-3 matchup. 2-7 matchup. Memphis and LA.
Well, what a gift they got.
The winner of the will play the Kings and Warriors series will play the winner of these two garbage teams playing each other. Lakers win game 1, Grizzlies win game 2. Saturday, 10:00 tonight. How does people even watch the NBA playoffs?
I know, late.
And a lot of it is on cable.
But I mean,
some people don't have
two
cable.
games started the other night, 10 and 10:30.
Yeah,
get you some YouTube TV.
Like
cheap.
But at least start the game. Like as a kid, like what kids are besides bad parents letting your kids stay up and watch that?
I mean, I can understand, guys, because out there, what time are you going to start the game?
It'd be like, 7:30 if they start at 10:30. Is that right?
I mean, how many people's going to miss work if you start that game at a regular time, 4 or 3 o'clock?
But they're not making money off
LA.
There you go.
And they're not making.
Gonna happen.
They're not making their money off ticket sales.
Nobody's going to work.
No, they're not making money.
They're making money off their TV stuff.
Nobody's going to work if that game starts.
Which I mean, out there it's going to be later too.
I mean, they're not.
There are
anyway.
people that live out there. I mean, there's 40 million people in California
that work. So they're not going to start that game at 3 or 4 o'clock in the evening.
But why would you not start it earlier on a Saturday?
Right, those should be
Well,
afternoon
I could
games.
understand that maybe. I'm with you on that.
I think no. We play. First of all, we play college basketball games from the crack of dawn and until midnight during the tournament. Why can't we have daytime playoff basketball? These cities.
If you watch the NCAA basketball tournament, the last game gets over like 12:30, 1 o'clock.
I know, but they start
in the morning.
They start at noon.
Right, that's my point. You could have 4 games a day starting at 3 o'clock.
That's the same thing as having this game at 10 o'clock tonight.
Well, Cleveland is playing New York at 1 o'clock on Sunday.
That's awesome. There you go.
But then it'd be 10 o'clock in California. It might
Everybody
be
staying with your same teams on these picks?
I'm not changing. I'm not one of them.
I'm still sticking
now,
with Memphis.
Zach picked Sacramento to begin with in that series. In this series,
I picked Memphis.
Zach picked Memphis, and the rest of us picked L.A.
I'm still sticking with Morant didn't even play in game 2, and they beat the Lakers. Lakers aren't.
I have said this series, and I have said this series always remains, and they keep bringing him up, Anthony Davis. Well, the other game, they said this
horrible.
past one, he did not play.
He played horrible.
But I want to tell you something. Now this game totally has changed. You don't go tell LeBron you're old. Why would you do that?
But I mean, he was still scoring like 28 last game. It wasn't like he was scrubbing against
I bet
the guys.
he scores 40 tonight, just to prove a point.
I still think Kings win,
And
especially
Brooks,
if Morant plays.
Who is Brooks? Somebody talking that's a starter for them, but is he good? Well, he's decent. Is he LeBron? No, never will be even thought about in his lifetime when he's done in the NBA. Nobody will never remember who he was except what he said. Why would you do that?
He might be Draymond.
No,
Draymond will always be remembered.
Yeah, unfortunately for the wrong things.
Yeah. But
I think we did. We might have done the picks wrong last week. I'm trying to look at these seeds.
Like we still talk about Bill Laimbeer, but was Bill Laimbeer actually that good? No.
He was a key to them.
Yes, Tom, guess what?
He was a key.
I'll tell you what. I'm glad Terry said that.
Bill Laimbeer just went out and hit people.
So, so Zach, what was Draymond's career stats?
Oh, I'm gonna say 8, 7, and 7.
8.7, 7.0, 5.6. Okay, so 8.75. I'm not giving you credit for something.
Triple single.
8.75. The triple single over here. Bill Laimbeer, 12.9, 9.7, 2.0. So Lambier averaged 13 and 10 basically,
and he's not throwing the ball to Steph Curry, so that's why he doesn't have 6 assists.
Again, now he did play. He did get to play with the other little guard in the NBA
he
history.
had shooters,
but his job was
Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas. I mean, did we start naming all of them?
Yeah, he's not as good as Steph
Lambier's
Curry,
job on the Pistons was not to stand at the top of the key and hand the ball to Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody talk about Lambier. He averages 5 more points a game than Draymond does.
Yeah, but okay.
And Draymond shoots threes.
Do we really talk about 12-point scorers 20 years later?
We're talking about Draymond right now, and he averages 8.
But what I'm saying is, why is the only reason why people still talk about Bill Lambier? He's 12 points a game because he went out and hit people in the head.
If Lambier had a podcast, that's what I'm saying. I don't get this whole Draymond stuff. He's a garbage player, and we give him all this time to talk about him like he's something special.
World? And I would bet if you ask 100 kids today, they would Barkley or Draymond, 8 of them would say Draymond. I'm convinced of that. I'm telling you, I am.
I swear, I think we did our picks wrong last week. I'm looking at this because I'm trying to figure because LA is a 2-7. I'm trying to figure out how I ended up having them in the Western Finals because they're supposed to play. They'd be.
You picked 2 upsets.
Well, I did, but I think I did the matchups wrong in the second round because LA would be playing Golden State or Sacramento, and I know I wouldn't have picked them beating Golden State. I've got Golden State playing Phoenix in round 2, and that's not how it wouldn't be that. Golden State's a 6 seed, and Phoenix is a 4 or 5. So 4 or 5 plays the 1. So we did do that wrong. We're going to look over it after this first round. We'll reassess those picks.
You talking about after they finish out?
After we picked our first round.
Yeah,
there's
I knew
nothing
that.
wrong. Once we moved to the second round to do our picks, we missed up the Western.
You're saying once all
matchup.
this is done, we're going to redo it,
right? Because we messed up that. So anyway, so none of y'all are changing on that. All right, let's go down here to the bottom. 4-5 Phoenix and the Clippers. I think both of these teams are better than the Memphis and LA.
What a joke!
Oh my God,
Kawhi.
man, you're into that.
He done laid down and he ain't playing.
That's what I'm talking about. He's not playing in this one.
He wasn't even hurt in the game. He said he texted the coach like they said like 3 hours before the game. Said I'm not coming. I'm hurt.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Kawhi
Leonard.
Really?
Yeah. And then he's already elected
out
not
for
to
game
play
4
in the next one. What? You're in the playoffs. That's why you there.
Load management.
Get rid of him.
Load management. Playoffs.
Who's going to take him?
Well, I don't care who would take him.
Who's going to pay him? Who's going to pay him some crazy $50 million salary? Who's going to do that?
And they actually won the game. Surprisingly, won one of the games.
Why are they all these? How are all these? See, this is what I don't get about the NBA. You can knock a star not play, and they're going to win. And they play, and they get beat by 20. You play at home, and you win by 20. You get on a plane and go play somewhere, you lose by 40. Like it's the most randomness. It's just weirdness.
I think some of them guys are like, I feel like playing today.
I agree with you. I think you're 100% correct about that.
That's like the Clippers when they played. I think what's the guy's name that's played?
Russell?
No, Powell.
You're talking about Paul George?
No, the guy that scored a bunch of points for the Clippers the other day.
Norman Powell.
Yeah, Powell. But he scored like 42.
Yeah, that was a bench player too, wasn't he?
Yeah, 42 points. Maybe Leonard don't need to be on the team. Get rid of him. This guy got a chance and scored 42.
Kawhi Leonard has been officially ruled out for Game 4, Saturday at 3:30 on TNT. Second consecutive playoff game Leonard has missed with a sprained knee, is what it's sprained knee.
Well, he's got a boo-boo.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with him.
Sprained knee? You think Michael Jordan's sitting out with a sprained knee?
No. He's playing.
My
He's
gosh.
wrapping it up.
He's probably dragging it. If it fell off, he'd probably take it back up and put it back on. My God.
So Clippers won Game 1, 115-110. Suns 123-109, 129-124. The winner hadn't scored less than 115 in this series. Over in anybody changing what they've got in that?
Who did we have?
Well, let's see.
I know I didn't take the Clippers, I hope.
Yes, you did.
Well, wrong. I'm changing. That's what I'm saying. I cannot believe that, man. I want mine changed.
I want mine changed. Tom, is that how that works?
It's not how it works.
Well, you've done it. You've done it in here.
I have not.
I want to change mine halfway through the series.
Man.
Well, you can change it. Like I just said, if you're changing
where I disagree with him, he's over here. Do you want to change? Yeah. Oh, what do you want to change? I mean, why are you asking me if I want to change then? I mean, it's like, don't ask me if I want to change and then roast me if I change.
Yes, that's what we do.
So, but I'm not doing
Nuggets.
I'm not don't ask me if I'm changing. I'm not.
Nuggets 3-0 over the Timberwolves. They've made easy work of them so far, scoring no less than 109 in all of their victories.
109.
I don't think I'd be referring to Jokic as the dad bod god as they do on ESPN. I think he's have a right hook from one of those smart guys on the TV.
I would think I would have thought Minnesota would at least get one game. They're not a bad team. Like on paper,
look at that.
On
Look
paper,
at that. Nuggets.
So
minus 7,000. Man, put a Franklin on those Timberwolves.
Wow. My theory on this is that they've decided that none of these guys like Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about. One of the dudes already said it's me or they need to choose me or him. One of the backups too. like when a backup says something like that, Terry, that probably means everybody else in the locker room don't like him.
Well, he's arrogant because he said he was better than Shaq.
Well, yeah. So he's French, so that explains some of that. For Anthony Edwards' sake, he does clog up a lot of room in his driving. He gets in his way in that. I don't know how much it affects Cat's ability after. He just seems.
But didn't Minnesota trade the franchise for this guy?
So they can't do nothing.
Ridiculous.
like 4 draft picks and 4 dudes, like eight people basically.
It's ridiculous.
And if he can't guard Jokic, that's what he's there for, is to guard the big man out west, like they're down 3-0.
He said he would shut down Shaq. He can't even shut down Jokic.
Jokic's pretty
I
good.
know, but I agree with that. But man, Shaq.
Especially when they let Jokic get by with that shoulder to the sternum. And I've seen him let him get by with that. Jokic could go there, boom, boom, and then put it up. It was like, if they let him get by with that.
Fading away.
I tell you, if they let
You're
him
not
get by
stopping
with that, you're not stopping him.
That was the same thing with Shaq. He'd come in, dive at you.
Right. But I've seen it.
That's
Hornets game. He did that to Plumlee.
Yeah.
He put his shoulder in his sternum.
That's been LeBron's
knocked
career.
Plumlee back about 2 feet, then shoot.
Has that not been LeBron's career?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
that's his only move.
He does. He goes in like this, and then
he offensive fouls.
Yep,
and then he
fades away a little bit.
When the guy's in the 4th row, he lays it up uncontested because the refs don't call it.
Then they call a foul on the guy defending him.
Jokic had 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists, and Gobert had 18 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. Well, here's the thing I don't get, Terry. Let's say you can't keep him from getting 20. And how tall is Gobert? 7'3", 7'2", something like that? Surely you should be able to keep the dude from getting 15 assists, shouldn't you? Like he stands still. You're 7 foot. You should be able to do something to either if you can't aggravate his shot, you should be able to keep being in his passing lanes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is he getting so many assists and scoring? If you're playing any bit of defense whatsoever, he's not blowing by anybody. He's just
his
standing
assists
still.
might come from inside to out.
Well, I understand.
And then what does that mean? That means
The
the
other
people
guys-
that are guarding on the outside are not doing what they should.
And the NBA just is not defense focused at all.
Anthony Edwards, 36. I just don't get how, again, like, let's say he has the ball at the top of the key. That means you're not pressuring him to me if he's getting 12 assists.
Yeah, well,
Right?
you cannot do that
Because he has the ball a
you're
ton at the
worrying
top
about
of the
him
key,
going to
right.
the hole.
But he, as a 7'3" man, you shouldn't be
I
worried
know.
about him going. That's one of my
You
points.
shouldn't be.
Either he has to stop one of those two.
I'd say
That's why they're down 3-0. You can't let the center who isn't fast hold the ball at the top of the key, run the offense, and score. He does what Draymond does at the top of the key, but then he's also a scorer. What I'm saying is Gobert has to pick one of those two. You can't just let him do both. Get 20 points. How many assists he
But
have?
12,
vice
13.
versa, though, Gobert is scoring and grabbing rebounds, so they're both
But
offsetting
he ain't
each
playing
other.
no defense. Those 20
I mean,
assists.
you know.
I think, again, Terry, if you're pressuring, if Jokic has got the ball and you're pressuring him, how's he making good enough passes to get 12 assists? Unless the rest of the defense is to be god awful. Because I just don't see how a big man can stand there and you can pressure him to get in his lane and then he's also picking up part of the defense with passes.
I can
12
see
times.
it from inside out.
Well, he's not sitting in inside out.
Well, I know
getting
that.
12
I'm
assists.
just saying that's not Gobert's fault there. That's whoever's guarding the guys on the outside not doing
No.
their job.
He plays from the top of the key, though.
I know he does most of the time, but he will go to the middle and dish it back out.
All right, Terry. So let's go back. Of his 12 assists, which ones did he get dished out to the top? Let's say he dished out half, okay? So that means 6 times he played god-awful defense, letting the center get an assist from the top of the key. Like, if you're a guard, I'm looking at it from a guard's perspective.
Excuse me.
Is it not my job
It's kind of hard for you to play defense when you're behind the guy and I've got the ball out here with my left hand and you're on my right side. You're not going to play defense to stop me wherever I want to pass. I don't care if darn what type of guard you are.
Terry.
I mean, defensive guy you are. You're not
Then
going to
why
stop
the center's
me.
not lead the league in assists every year?
You're
what
not.
are you talking about? That made no sense whatsoever. What I'm saying is that as a guard,
That makes no sense what you're saying.
pressure in the basketball.
No, I don't care who you are. If I've got it in my left hand and Gobert's behind me on my right side,
He's saying it doesn't matter that if you put pressure, he can still get assists. That's
Yeah,
That's what Terry
still,
said.
it is.
And I'm saying that's silly because if that's the case, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar would be the all-time assist leader. Correct?
Oh, my Lord,
Correct?
no.
Instead of the all-time scorer, he'd be the all-time assist leader.
No, it's just the overall game that he has. Most people who get the ball in the middle are not looking to assist anywhere else.
When you guard the point guard coming up, everybody wants you to pressure the basketball because pressure affects you. It makes you throw the passes you don't want to sooner or
You're going to
earlier.
have turnovers.
You're going to have turnovers, and you're not going to be you don't get assists out of pressure unless there's a breakdown in defense. So what I'm saying is if Gobert would pressure him when he has the ball away from the basket, he wouldn't get 12 assists. He would just be making passes as opposed to getting assists. You see what I'm saying? Because you have to if you pressure a point, the job is I'm supposed to pressure the point guard so he doesn't make good passes that lead to scoring. You don't let Chris Paul come down and go where he wants. My point is Gobert, he's down 3-0. 20 points isn't that bad. I'll take 20 points from Jokic, but 12 assists you got to stop at. You can't let the guy. It's not like he can penetrate and then just break down everybody. He's slow. Gobert should be able to keep 5 assists if that's what he does. Like I just don't get it. As someone, if you pressure the basketball, it's really hard to get assists. I mean, Magic used to back down, Terry. That's what you're talking about. And you can't if you can't pressure Magic because he's bigger than you. Gobert's what 7'2",
something like that.
Yeah, Kareem
It would be the same
should lead the league
thing as Chris Paul coming across, having 10 assists but having 5 turnovers because of the pressure that was put against him. So I mean, he's still going to have assists. But he's going to have 5 turnovers.
He's not going to have.
So
20
people are going to complain about the 5 turnovers.
He's not going to have 20 and 10. That's my point. Is that to allow a center to stand there and get 12 assists is terrible defense.
I don't think so. No way. There's no way.
I guess Terry's argument is he's making him give up the ball.
He's making him do something else that he's not just going to go against him and score. Plus, Jokic can assist. He's good enough with the ball that he can dribble, he can assist, he can rebound, he can score.
So
he can do the whole
thing. So you're just
thing.
basically saying there's nothing you can do against Jokic.
Gobert is a difference.
Why do you pick them to win it then?
Gobert is a difference on account of he cannot assist. That's not what he's going to do. He's never been known for that.
I'm not asking him to assist. I'm asking him to guard the 7-footer standing in the middle of the floor.
Yeah, but he's never going to get to the ball. If I'm a good with my left hand or right hand with him on either side.
I'm glad you're explaining to me dribbling, Terry. I mean, like, what are you talking about? He's a 7-footer standing at the top of the key. He shouldn't be getting assists unless Steph Curry's on his team. That's my argument.
He's
completely.
not getting assists standing at the top of the key.
He got 12 of them.
Yeah, I guarantee most if you go back and look was some underneath, and him dishing the ball back. Or I mean,
Somebody needs to cut those highlights.
That's just amazing, Terry. That what you're saying is that in the history of basketball, no center has ever figured out he'd get assists but Jokic by passing it to someone else.
Maybe this is why the guy is a 2-time MVP.
I know he's good.
Because he can do everything.
And maybe they're down 3-0 because the guy guarding is not doing crap. That's my point.
No, they really basically offset each other on scoring.
All right, then why are they down 3-0? Is it Aaron Gordon?
I think it's the overall
Is it
team.
Jamal Murray?
The overall team.
Or Brandon Brown? Brandon, he's averaging 7 points a game. Is that the one that's leading them? That's what I'm just trying to figure out. Who on the Denver Nuggets is beating them? Anthony Edwards had 36 points.
I say we trade LaMelo Ball in the first round pick and get Anthony Edwards right now.
Edwards and Towns had more points
than
the Denver Nuggets leading scorer at 25, Michael Porter Jr.
Oh, my goodness.
So, in Jokic, 12 assists, that's 24. So, Jokic accounted for 44 points. Rudy Gobert accounted for 24. So, negative 20. That's the way I look at that. And they're down 3-0.
Yep.
Take that butt whooping, boy.
That's why you don't sell the farm for a player. Have y'all not learned anything from the Herschel Walker trade?
Well, not somebody that can't shoot. You don't sell it for an 8-footer. All right, we got to take a break, come back and finish up the Eastern Conference, where the Cavs are getting ready to fire their Bickerstaff. The Celtics got curb stomped last night, and the Miami Heat are taking shots at the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll be right back.
They are there when you need them. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air, where their customers come first. No matter the weather or the temperature, they'll be there to make sure you're comfortable. Ask about their safety furnace checkup for $99. Plus, ask about their up to $750 in rebates on select products. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Call 704-487-7877. Online at shelbyheating.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. They are there when you need them.
Kathy Moore, the new owner of Papa's Pizza to Go in Cherryville, invites you to come see them. They are now open 11 a.m. till 9 p.m., Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 10, Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in or take out at Papa's Pizza to Go. Just call 704-435-6335 and enjoy their big buffet on Wednesdays and Sundays from 11 a.m. until 7:30. It's all you can eat. Check out their new menu with pizza, subs, wings, salads, and more. And check out the new games, too, in the game room. Papa's Pizza to Go, 1002 East Main Street in Cherryville. Online at papaspizzatogo.com and like them on Facebook, too. Grizzly the Greeter says, mention this radio ad and take $200 off any building on the lot at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. Again, mention this radio ad upon arrival and take $200 off. And check out the great deals on carports too. There's always a deal waiting for you at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes. Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware. Online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com.
For over 60 years, Boyd Tire and Appliance has been serving the Clover and surrounding area with the finest quality of home appliances, televisions, lawn equipment and parts, tires, and more. They feature in-house financing with 90 days same as cash, and they service what they sell. Drop by their showroom at 110 North Main Street in Clover, open 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. Call 803-222-3231 for Boyd Tire and Appliance and Boyd Lawn and Garden. Online at BoydTireandAppliance.com.
Join us for our live Sunday morning church services at 9:30 a.m. on WCSL. It's a live church service from Anthony Grove Baptist Church in Krause. And at 11 a.m. on WCSL, it's a live church service from First Baptist Church in Cherryville. And at 11 a.m. on WHS, it's a live church service of the Calvary Baptist Church in Shelby.
How would you like to win a car wash valued up to $40? Sure you would, but that's not all. How would you like to win a complete detail valued at $150? Now you're talking. Well, you can. Just enter the SR Auto Detail Shop giveaway for the month of April. All you have to do is email SR Auto Detail Shop your contact information, and your name will be entered into a drawing on Monday, May 1st. Send your contact information to sr536@bellsouth.net. Again, that's sr536@bellsouth.net. Enter today. Winner will be announced Monday, May 1st. SR Auto Sales Detail Shop, 417 South Post Road, Shelby.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. We always remind listeners 704-487-7877 Shelby Heating and Air.
That's right, Shelby Heating and Air, 704-487-7877. Check them out online, shelbyheating.com, for all your heating and air needs.
Breaking news. Steph Curry has ruined basketball. Last night, the Cavaliers and the Knicks combined to go 17 of 66 from 3-point range.
It was terrible. It was hard to watch.
17 of 66. And we've been saying this for years. And this is what happened. So when Jordan came along, everybody's like, well, how can we beat him? Well, we need wings. We need superstar wings to get to go after him. So you saw the Vince Carters, the Stackhouse, the T-Max, the Kobe Bryants, then LeBron. Then Curry comes along. Everybody's like, well, how can we beat him? And then you see 30 teams decide we're going to shoot as many threes as Steph Curry.
You can't shoot as good as Steph Curry.
Exactly. Never counting to a fact that him and Clay are probably the two best shooters in the league, and you'll never, ever, ever, ever be able to play their game. And Terry, are you not supposed to play your game?
You're supposed
not the
to.
other team's
You're
game.
supposed to. And last night, I started sending Tom a text like Garland needs to quit shooting. You know,
Yeah,
but I was scared.
I agree. Yeah.
I would have. Well, I don't know whether you said that because I
people-
always had that your thought back would have been, no, he's a shooter. He should. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's a shooter, not a scorer.
People pay money.
Terry, you assume I think like you.
People paid money to watch them miss
rational thought.
49 threes, Tom.
It was terrible. It was hard to watch.
49 missed three. I just can't. Like, it's just
and they're trying
at
to
some point do something else.
They're trying to put Green in there. He's not doing anything. They need to go back to Ricky Rubio. And they won't play Rubio. I think he'd be better coming off the bench.
He played 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's only playing like 4 or 5 minutes. I mean, let Ricky Rubio play. He can hit some threes.
When you're a bench player and you look at this, you're like, Coach, I could have went 4 of 21.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, now wait a minute. If we'd have stuck Ricky Rubio in there, he'd have been gone in 3 quarters. I mean, not 3. Yeah, let's see. No, he'd have been gone in 1 quarter and 3 minutes of the second. He would have been out of the ball game.
Why?
Because he committed 2 fouls while he's in there in his first 5 minutes. He would have never got to play.
He wouldn't have made it to halftime.
I say put D Wade in there. They got D Wade on the bench.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not that.
So much for Ricky Rubio,
who actually did play for Cleveland at one time.
Oh.
Put somebody in there. You know, you might as well let Osmond play a little bit more. Of course, he was cold as ice, but I mean, he only took 2 3-pointers.
But it bothers me when I look at Garland, your point guard, as they claim, and we talk about this all the time.
He's 4 for 21.
4 for 21.
He was terrible. He was terrible
Minus
last
20.
night. And LeVert wasn't much better, and LeVert kept shooting.
Most times you look at a box score in basketball, if the point guard shot more than anyone else, the team lost.
You look like Charlotte's.
I'm telling you, you can look at that. You can look at the free throws, and you can look at if the point guard shot more than everybody else. The team don't win much.
Mitchell was losing his mind too, but you know, there's a lot of these young guys haven't been to the playoffs.
Mitchell was 9 of 19 for 22 points.
It's not horrible. His 3-point percentage is a little bit.
They couldn't hit a 3 to save their life.
No, they couldn't. And that happened.
Well, the leading scorer on the team that won only had 21 points. Like, you should win that game.
They don't really have anybody.
But now here on the other end, Randall, their guy who scores 3 out of 15. So they played down where your team could have played with them.
See, but you're talking about Brunson, how great he is. I mean, he had 20 points. I think he's probably at about somewhere between 15 and 25.
He had 21 points on 18 shots.
Yeah, but he hit 10 of them. So he's over 50%.
Yeah, I mean, he's not like you make him out to be, he's an unstoppable force. I mean, like, no, I mean, he's had good games.
I'm just trying to figure out
the Knicks don't have
somebody. Well, who does the Knicks, the Cavaliers have that can play him defensively?
I mean, I think Garland could defend him. Put Ricky Rubio on him.
He won't last.
Got 5 fouls, Terry.
Yeah.
Quick. Yeah, 6 actually.
6 in the NBA.
No, I mean, you got 5 to use before they make you sit down.
Yeah.
I can hack you 5 times. So either one of you, what's your picks on that? Anybody changing? We've got Zach had New York. The rest of us had Cleveland coming into the series.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not
I
changing
think
my
Zach's
pick.
going to be right.
I'm not changing my pick, but the Cavaliers have got to get it together on Sunday. If they lose that game on Sunday, they're done.
Bucks and Miami Heat tied 1-1. Heat win game 1. Bucks win game 2. The winner in each games have had 130 30 points. Tom, you just lost to a team that had 99.
I know. I mean, it was just a terrible.
The
It was
Knicks
a terrible
would be
basketball.
0-3 in this series, or 0-2 in this series. Anybody? Everybody went in Milwaukee. Anybody feeling Miami right now?
Giannis thing's interesting. If he can't be a factor, it might be. They might be.
They play tonight at 7:30. Is he supposed to play tonight?
It says they're still monitoring. They have not. He's questionable. Is what they said.
They won without him in game 2.
Yeah, that's another 16.
That's another one. Without Giannis, they got 138 points.
Yeah,
like, it's the weirdest.
The Heat would like to have that.
Think of that.
Yes,
without him,
it's the weirdest sport in the world. These guys, nothing is predictable. Like I would not. The one thing I would not gamble on, if anything, would be an NBA basketball game. Mm-hmm. It is just unbelievably, just unpredictable. Giannis is out. They win by 16 and get 138.
That is weird.
Come on now.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with.
Hawks score 130 last night. Beat the Celtics.
They did.
Just went out of nowhere.
I just think it's one of those games that Boston come in last night. Hey, we've been easy on the first 2, no big deal, and then all of a sudden,
Trae Young,
we both said
he's got that puncher's chance.
But we sat here last week and said Atlanta would win 1 or 2.
He's got a puncher's chance, just like Donovan Mitchell. He can score a lot.
And then Boston let them shoot like 57%. That's not Boston. Everybody knows that's not Boston. Mm-hmm. Now, wait till the next game comes Sunday. Boston play defense and stop them.
Somebody told me the other day they would rather have Cameron Johnson than Kevin Durant. And then now the Brooklyn Nets are 0-3.
Yeah.
I was told they made a mistake trading Cam Johnson.
Oh, that Mikal Bridges is a good ball player.
In getting Durant.
He's fixing to get paid big time.
I said, we're not talking. Bridges got 26, but they're down 3-0. Philadelphia and Miami looking to play each other. I guess that nobody's got any changes on that. We'll do the repicks next week.
It does. It goes another whole week before this first series is over.
Might not be over till next Sunday.
Yeah, another whole week.
So Terry, what do you think about what was you saying about Dylan Brooks talking about LeBron?
Yeah, well, he come off the thing, said he's old. I mean, you know what? Why do you do that? What do you expect?
But again,
he's old.
Again, does anybody say that, Jordan?
No.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason I think it would not surprise me tonight if daggum LeBron, and I'm the first one. I don't like LeBron. I don't like how he plays. I don't like the whole thing because he's an LA man, and that's a big thing, because I'm a Boston man. But for him to be out there and somebody to sit there, Brooks, of all people, that's no named, and nobody even know who he is until he said that, and that's probably the only thing you ever hear out of him from now on. But tonight, it would not surprise me that if LeBron scores 40 or 50.
Be a second thing you heard. He's the one that was in the middle of that Shannon Sharp deal, was he not? Was Brooks, wasn't it?
I know you say that, Terry, but can you think in the last 20 years of one time that somebody made LeBron mad and he'd come and scored 40 on somebody? It's been 20 years. They should be able to think of one time, shouldn't we?
Well, you should.
I'm with Terry.
Are there any YouTube highlights of anybody going, man, that one time?
But now I've said this whole series.
That one time I made LeBron mad and he dropped 40 on me. There's like 50 of those on YouTube talking about Michael, and there's nobody that's ever said that.
Why would you do this, though? Why would you be in this series and everybody's
he's not scared of him?
No, it's like this. Everybody's talking about Anthony Davis got to have a good game, and I know that. He's got to play for them. Why would you piss an older guy off that's 38 years old, give him a little bit more to drive me?
I get it, but
but
if you don't fear him,
because you're Gen Z.
Yeah, but we're talking about Brooks, y'all.
I know, but
he's like a little miniature guy that's never been thought of. The only time you know him for what he's just got through saying.
Miniature guy.
He plays a miniature. He does the exact same thing Draymond does, and Terry hates him. Without the kicking of the male parts.
And he's taller.
Yeah.
Right. No, but again, I don't. So real quick, as far as LeBron's moves, like when you're playing Kobe, and Jordan, you had to know their moves. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. LeBron's move is to run over you. The referee's not going to call it, and that's his move. I said 10 years I thought he was Stockton and Malone put together, and that's what he passes and dribbles like Stockton, but they let him run through people like Karl Malone did. Dylan Brooks, 14 points a game, 3 rebounds, 2 assists.
How many points?
14 a game.
That's much better than.
So what he?
But his assists and rebounds don't add up.
So he's 6'7", 225. At his age and his athleticism,
He's
Terry,
same size as Draymond.
he's standing there next to LeBron, and I don't think he fears him athletically.
He does not.
You see what I mean?
That's what
I mean.
They're same
That's why I don't
size.
think
He's
they
old.
He don't think he's going to jump over
Yeah.
and hire him and go by him.
But why would
the
you
refs might let him
motivate
go
this old
through
guy?
him. I know. But he just I think he wants to get. I think
I
he
think
wants
it's
to
under
get him
skin
mad.
and-
I think he wants to get
He
him.
might want him to go
He
off
might
for
play-
50
he
because
might
they know
play
that they
worse.
can't win if LeBron
He might
scores
play
50.
worse, right? Like there's something. There's something. The goons.
But
do,
now
the
think
goons.
of
they
the
don't.
whole
They don't say
basketball
things like that
situation.
for no reason.
If you're going to piss him off and LeBron's going to come to the goal, who are you freeing up? Anthony Davis just to have a lot of putbacks, rebounds and putbacks. You just gave this guy 40 himself because of you acting stupid by what you just got through saying.
Well, we'll see.
Because now they're both going to the hole.
That's
We'll see.
Is that today?
Because Anthony Davis is going to be
Is that
under
today's
the
game?
hole.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
I'm waiting for Brooks to say something like, "I'm gonna slap his unibrow off his face" or something.
I mean,
Slap you so hard, you got two eyebrows.
I just keep waiting. It's coming. Something's coming. He'll. I don't know.
He is an instigator. He did. That was the whole deal with Shannon Sharp. If you remember that whole deal, he was in the middle of all that. Shannon Sharp coming on the court. It was all. He was in the middle of all that. I believe. I'm pretty sure of that.
All right, guys. There's the NBA. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show here on KTCBroadcasting.com.
They are there when you need them. We're talking about Shelby Heating and Air, where their customers come first. No matter the weather or the temperature, they'll be there to make sure you're comfortable. Ask about their safety furnace checkup for $99. Plus, ask about their up to $750 in rebates on select products. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Call 704-487-7877. Online at shelbyheating.com. See their page at whatsupshopper.com and like them on Facebook too. They are there when you need them. Mom's the word with KTC Broadcasting WAGY Mother's Day Contest. Be sure to register your mom or yourself in the Mother's Day giveaway. Some lucky lady will win a $500 shopping spree at a local merchant. Register today at Cummings Furniture on Highway 74 West in Shelby, Eddie's Auto Parts on East Main Street in Lincoln, at Love's Fish Box on Shelby Road in Kings Mountain, at All Care Insurance on West Dixon Boulevard in Shelby, at Pro Wellness Chiropractic Center on Park Drive in Lincoln, at Flooring America on Slater Street in Kings Mountain, at the Substation 2 on South Lafayette Street in Shelby, at Bradley Screen Printing on Highway 74 West of Shelby, at Ronald's Restaurant on West Church Street in Cherryville, at the 3500 Grill on Highway 18 north of Shelby, and at Wild Birds Unlimited in Franklin Square in Gastonia. The drawing will be held Friday, May 12th, so register today, and you or your mom could be the winner of our $500 shopping spree Mother's Day giveaway.
Olmsted Plumbing is looking to hire entry-level and experienced plumbers who want to build a career. Olmsted Plumbing features competitive wages, benefit packages, and a great work environment. Just stop by the office located at 470 Washington Street in Forest City, or give them a call at 828-245-7302, or visit the website at olmstedplumbing.com and fill out an application. That's Olmsted Plumbing in Forest City, handling all of your plumbing needs. Use your head. Call Olmsted. It's time to go picking at Gaston Pickers in Gastonia. They are now open Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., Sunday afternoons from 1 to 5. Come check it all out. 28,000 square feet of vendors with antiques, collectibles, furniture, and more. And vendor space is available by calling 704-852-7055. Check out some of the booths at whatsupshopper.com and online at gastonpickers.net. Like them on Facebook too. Gaston Pickers, 503 Long Avenue in Gastonia, or exit 19 off I-85. Congratulations to Gaston Pickers, celebrating 10 years of business.
Full Throttle Power Sports in Gastonia has just gotten a whole lot bigger, and we mean a whole lot bigger. They've just purchased MS Power Sports in Gastonia and are now your dealer for Honda, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, along with CF Moto, Yamaha, and Polaris. Golf carts too. One big dealer under one big roof, plus a complete parts and service department at Full Throttle Power Sports, located at 101 Indian Walk off I-85 in Lowell, online at ncfullthrottle.com, and see their page at whatsupshopper.com.
Grizzly the Greeter says Mention this radio ad and take $200 off any building on the lot at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes in Cherryville. Again, mention this radio ad upon arrival and take $200 off. And check out the great deals on carports too. There's always a deal waiting for you at Blessed Buildings and Tiny Homes. Highway 150 East in Cherryville, right across from Ace Hardware. Online at blessedbuildings-tinyhomes.com.
And we're back on Saturday Morning Sports Talk with Kevin and the gang. Always 704-774-487-7877.
Yeah, that's right. Once again, 704-487-7877. Online, ShelbyHeating.com for all your heating and air needs. That's Shelby Heating and Air. Kevin.
JP, do we need to change your batteries in there?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I just mixed up the numbers.
You mixed up your medication.
That
Numbers.
too. Do you not have any excitement in your butt in there? Like,
No, not really. It was a late night last night.
you always talk about these late nights. What do you do?
Well, I had a
There's
church event. The youth were doing something. I had to be there.
You had
for
a
them.
late night church event, Zach. I've never heard somebody
Lock in.
hung over from the late night church event.
No, actually, it wasn't a lock-in. I just got home late.
What's your late, JP?
1 o'clock.
I tell you, we
That's
got
some
in
hardcore
late
Bible
we got in late
study.
after that baseball game the other night. 3 hours and 15 minutes for a high school baseball.
Yeah, that was bad.
We took
that Matt Chapman got home in Matthews before y'all were done doing the Cherryville game.
Oh my gosh.
we took Judah to the monster trucks last night, so he had a pretty good time with that.
Was Matt listening to the game on the way home? Probably.
Yes.
It's like, oh my gosh.
I'm
And
glad
then when
Tom and them's out there.
I have never seen a game end like that though.
What in the world, Tom?
Where you had an umpire
Ready to go home.
call him off the bag from the middle. Now, I've discussed this with people. Terry, you know, if you're in the middle and you call the first baseman off the bag, then he's off the bag.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to call him off in the middle unless you know he's off. Because if he's coming towards you a little bit, and did that back foot come off, I can't tell I'm squared up to him. I'm going to bang him. And I'm going to put that on my... Once I call off the bag from the middle of the field, you're off the bag, man. That guy's not going to change it behind the plate because I'm going to tell him, no, I saw him off the bag.
Yeah.
I know I saw him off the bag because either he went left or right. He didn't come towards you. Well, he called him, the base umpire called him off the bag, and the plate umpire called him on the bag to end the game. And I tell you what, that was something, man. I've never seen it. And nobody said a word.
What was the score, Tom?
12-6. Both coaches didn't say a word. It was sometimes, no. Now, without mentioning names, there will be some coaches that would have gone nutso on that call. But I tell you what, I'm going to applaud those guys. They got away with it, went home, and they'd been out there 3 hours.
It's probably done.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah,
I hear
I don't
this.
blame
I was
him
there
one
listening to
bit.
it, Terry, and Tom's like, well, they're guys off first. They're going to call him safe. No, well, now they're going to have to talk about it. I was like, oh, no, they're not.
Yeah.
This is he's about to
We have a problem
The
here.
home plate umpire.
He's done.
Dude, you got to pump him.
He's
We're
like,
going home.
he's like, I don't get paid overtime
What
for
are you
this. I'm
doing?
going home, guys.
The 3 hour, you're calling him off the base, and we're 12-6. You're calling him off the base. You blinked or something, didn't you?
I mean,
you didn't catch that, right?
Like, I mean, I'm just saying that anybody umpiring baseball, if you call him off the base from the middle of the field,
It's unquestionable.
you better stick with
Yes.
that. You know, if you call him on the base from the middle, then you can go, well, he was coming towards me. But, you know, like from the middle, you're like, I'm pretty sure he's off. or not pretty sure. I'm
Yeah, I
100%
know.
sure
I
he's
know.
off.
Yes.
I know he's off if I'm calling him off
I
from
figured
the
the
middle.
post-game show was going to be nothing but Tom and Jeff describing the argument on the field.
No, we
He was
didn't.
ready.
They didn't do anything.
We actually we were grateful, but I was worried about the guys because somebody would have went nuts.
Right.
I mean, but you know, like,
Here's your latest reminder that golf is a hard sport. David Duvall and John Daly playing in a tournament, alternate on a team, alternate shot foursome. So they're one hits one, the other hits it, right? Front nine, 45.
yeah.
Well,
9 over.
Maybe they're
David
learning how
Duvall
to
and
play.
John Daly.
Yeah, maybe they're learning how to play. Hadn't played this before.
Yeah. They went bogey, bogey, par, double bogey, bogey, double bogey, par, double bogey. They had 3 double bogeys.
Wow.
If you're playing with a pro Terry alternate shot, y'all are double bogey.
Tough.
Somebody had to hit it in the water, at least one of those, right? Got at least one penalty shot. All right, final up. Hurricanes. Let's talk hockey. Up 2-1 on the Islanders. That's all I got. The game 4 is April 23rd. Game 5, April 25th.
You know they are.
The Islanders have kind of been like the resurgent team in hockey. Like they were so bad for so long, but they've been better in recent years.
So anybody west of on this side of the state don't really care much about the Carolina Hurricanes.
I don't think anybody.
It's kind of hard, you know.
I mean, when you have a concentrated area of relocated Yankees, then you have a hockey team there. That's why they could have put it in Charlotte. There'd have been enough to support it in Charlotte. We have Potter goes up there. I wonder if he's going up there for any of these playoff games.
He might be.
Zach,
he tells me any predictions on the Carolina Hurricanes.
No.
No, we need to start doing hockey on the show. We do have a team here in North Carolina. We need to start doing a little hockey. Our hockey fans.
Well, they are. They have won a championship before. Y'all.
There's a lot of people that go watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just come across the
if
street.
they
Hey, I
were
like to watch
here-
hockey on. You know,
if
go.
they
I'm
were
like,
here,
really?
we'd go watch it. But I mean, I'm not. I mean, I guess
I wouldn't go to Raleigh to watch any.
Well,
I wouldn't even know.
Well, I mean, I have, but I'm not going to watch hockey. I mean, you know, yeah, there's a difference.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching and listening this Saturday. Stay out there. Be safe. Have a happy Saturday. It's brought to us by Shelby Heating and Air, 704-487-7877. Breakfast brought to us by our local McDonald's. Check them out and go visit them. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We'll be back next week. KDCBroadcasting.com.
The incredible man, I only do things incredible can. Cause I am the seed of a chosen breed. You don't see too many like me. Cause I am one of the reasons you do what you do. When you wanna be me instead of you. Cause I am still on beat, showing love to the streets. Come on, you know me. Cause that's who I am.
Oh, 92.9 FM, W225DL, 1590 AM, Cherryville, Gastonia, Kings Mountain. Online at www.ktcbroadcasting.com.
Showers and thunderstorms will roll through due to a front that is moving across our region. Some of those storms will bring the potential for damaging wind speeds, hail, and an isolated tornado. We will get those highs in the low to upper 70s, so it is still going to be a warm and gusty day. But tonight, temperatures will dip to